Good evening and welcome to the Real Logic Show. I'm your host Charlie, and here we deep dive into all things movies, from the biggest of blockbusters to the hidden gems, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and why. So grab your coffee and let's talk movies. We are back with part 2 of our Jedi Council meeting of our Star Wars main topic, and we have 2 new guests of the episodes. We have Mike.
Hello.
And Linda.
Hi.
So we're just gonna hop right into this. I got a quick hot seat for both of you guys. First time on the pod. Just trying to get to know a little bit about you guys and your stance on Star Wars.
Okay.
So both of you feel free to answer whenever you have a question or an answer come to your mind. Most overrated Star Wars character.
Most overrated Star Wars character?
Darth Vader. No, I'm just kidding.
That's coming in hot.
I almost turned.
That's a really good question. I have no idea.
Do you want to know our answers first?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
Mine was Grievous.
Grievous.
Okay.
I would say mine was probably like... What was mine? Did I even say one earlier?
I don't think so.
I think mine would have to be like... who's the guy that can swim underwater? The guy with the dreads.
Not Kit Fisto.
Yeah,
Kit
Kit Fisto.
Mm.
Gotcha.
I don't have an answer.
Overrated
I
character.
can't think of anybody.
I would say... Honestly, General Grievous is not a bad answer. That is not a bad answer. I feel like we didn't get a lot of his... I know.
I don't.
And I know.
I don't.
I think the movies made him a little... seem lackluster. You know, like, I feel like we didn't get his story too
True,
much.
there wasn't
If
too
you
much,
read into
yeah.
it, he's probably a really cool character.
Yeah.
I just don't know anything about him.
Right.
You know,
I
feel like
actually know all of his lore.
okay.
No, not even. No, I went back and I told him why.
I see.
Because
Okay.
Grievous was lied to by the Sith.
Gotcha.
They destroyed his planet and his civilization, but they lied to him and said it was the Jedi. So he grew up and was trained by the Sith to hate the Jedi. Well, all he was to the Sith was a Jedi killer. That's all.
Okay.
All they used him for.
I see. He's a
That's
weapon.
it. They weaponized him to kill Jedi, and for the wrong reason.
Interesting.
He had no idea it was actually the Sith that did it to him
Okay.
and weaponized him.
Okay.
So he's half cyborg, half whatever you want to call it, because of the Sith. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know it was a Sith. So that's why I say he's overrated, is because he doesn't even know his own background.
I see.
And the only movie we see him doing anything in, he gets bested immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
Immediately.
Yeah,
So I was
true.
thinking about him in movie terms. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
From what
yeah.
we saw in the film, it was overrated. It
That's
was
exactly where I
lackluster.
went
It
with
wasn't. You know, it could have been more,
Fair.
but
Okay.
yeah.
All right, next one I have for you guys. Vader or Palpatine?
Like,
In terms of
winning?
Just Vader or Palpatine, yeah. Who's your favorite?
Palpatine. He's
Palpatine.
the puppet master.
Palpatine is the
He's-
puppet master.
He's the he,
That
like,
is true. Yeah.
Yes.
He
That
Yeah.
is a hot take.
controls
Yeah.
Darth Vader in a way.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a better villain than Darth Vader.
Yes.
Well, that's not what
He's
he
the
has.
orchestrator, man.
But yes, in a way, because again, he is the puppet master. He controls, like
That
he's
is true. I can't
controlled
argue
everything.
that.
He doesn't
from the
have to do
beginning.
any of the dirty work.
No.
Vader does
Yeah.
all the Vader's scary. You know, he does all the killing, but it's Palpatine's doing.
He's got
You know.
unlimited power.
So
Mhm.
I would have to say, in terms of aura, Vader.
Yeah.
Vader
Oh, for sure.
is
Obviously.
Yeah.
aura. You know.
Yeah.
In terms of evil, it's got to be Palpatine is the personification of evil, whereas Vader is conflicted.
Yeah.
He has the duality, where I think Palpatine is evil,
Yeah, it's pure-
where Yoda
pure
is
hatred.
where Yoda
Yeah.
is all good. Palpatine is
Yeah.
the
Counteract-
opposite,
counteract,
yeah.
the balance. Yes, he's
Yeah.
the exact opposite. Yes.
Our next one I have
All right.
for you guys. Favorite lightsaber?
Favorite lightsaber.
I mean,
okay.
I think. I don't want to. I was gonna say Mace Windu.
Hilt
just 'cause
or
it's
color?
Cool. Like I think it's
Anything.
Mace
Like a
Windu's
mixture of
just-
both,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's cool because like he can use a little bit both of
Man,
what's it called
Light and
The
dark.
light and
Yes.
dark?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I like the
pretty
purple
fucking
too.
cool. I will have to say Count Dooku. I
The
think
curve.
Count
Nah,
Dooku's is
that's-
so freaking badass.
It is a really
yeah.
good saber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just pairs so well with his lightsaber style. Yeah,
How-
his
how-
fighting
how
style.
elegant
It's
he
so
is.
elegant.
Yes.
I love it.
Yep.
Everything about it.
And I
Yeah.
do say he's one of the greatest
Yeah.
duelists.
Oh, yeah.
of
Oh,
all
100%.
time, especially as a Jedi.
He's
too.
got to be easy.
Yeah.
All right, next one
All
I
right.
have for you. And we had some differing
Okay.
answers on this one when we did it earlier. Prequels or originals? Don't let me down, guys. Come on.
Originals,
Thank you,
right?
Linda.
I mean, yeah, they had, they're just better in general.
As I've
Pound for
gotten,
pound.
Yeah, because in the new ones, the dialogue.
Why are we here?
We're on a different realm.
But at the same time, like, we grew up with the prequels. You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
like when we were kids, those were the ones that we saw. So like, but in general, the story I think is better in the originals.
Generally,
yeah,
Mike,
crazy take, man.
you're gonna say the prequel.
I'm gonna say the freaking prequels, man.
It's three
It,
versus
it's,
two.
Hear me
it's
out.
kind of it's a bias thing.
It is a bias thing, and I think it's as I've gotten older, I appreciate the originals much more because I understand
Yes.
them. You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
when you're young, CGI looks cool. You know?
Right.
The lightsaber fights look cool,
Yeah, you don't care about the story. You're just like, that's sweet.
but they're so cool. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
like they're just so cool. To me, like they have a special place in my heart. So I'm gonna go prequels. Are you monetized on YouTube?
Dude, I have 50 subscribers. You can say
All right, awesome. Well, at certain times,
I said Lesbos earlier.
perfect. Well, I'll just say there are times when the originals hit harder. I'll say that.
Fair.
So yeah, there are
Yeah,
moments
yeah.
where the originals hit harder, but I think the overall prequels.
So my rebuttal, and this
Okay.
is what I brought up earlier. So, Revenge of the Sith, you know, I understand if people say that is their favorite Star Wars film. Like, I understand that argument, the best fight. I mean, it's just some of the peak pinnacle of Anakin
It's
Skywalker.
emotional.
Extremely emotional. Some of the greatest character arc of all time in Star Wars. If we are to simply take that film out, you're going to tell me Episode 1 and 2
I
is
see.
better than the original trilogy?
No.
If you okay, that's a good way to put it.
We
then.
said episode
Okay.
3
Absolutely not.
is up to par with the entire original trilogy.
Which I
Yeah.
think is...
Interesting.
But to say it's better than all three films...
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said it's up to par. Like, that one movie alone did just as much as 3 movies of the original trilogy.
I just don't know if I can agree with that statement.
So-
I love it, though.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite. It's my favorite movie. There's a bias towards it.
I will say, like, with Revenge of the Sith, one thing it does well is, like, the whole time you're just sitting there trying to tell Anakin to stop. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not,
Very
Yeah.
true.
you're not really
Yeah.
feeling like
I
that with
still
the
do it.
originals. Yeah, every
Yeah.
time. Like, you're just like, just relax. Please just relax. Like, just listen
Don't
to what,
cut off his
stay
hand.
where
Don't
you
cut
are.
off his hand.
Yeah.
So, I think in terms of story, actually, I can't even say that because I like the arc of Anakin. It's all portrayed in
It's
the
the
prequels.
best. I
That
know.
story is really good.
I know.
The lines are, memes. The
Yes.
whole it's just
Very
a bunch of
meme.
memes put together.
You were my brother,
Um,
Anakin.
I hate sand.
It's coarse, rough.
But,
it gets everywhere.
I don't know. I think if I really had to, if gun to my head, to be honest, they're even because they're good in their own ways.
I can respect
They're
that.
they're the story in the original super good. The dialogue I really liked in the originals more than the prequels. The
100%.
dialogue was really good. I feel like George Lucas took a really theatrical approach to the prequels, where the lines that they speak to each other is something you'd watch like in a theater.
Like a play.
You know, the way that the
Mhm.
flow
Yeah.
of the conversation goes. It's such a hard question, man. It's like it depends in what mood I'm in today.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
that's
fair.
kind of what it comes down to.
No, that's a real answer.
Yeah.
The last hot spot question I have here for you guys. Both of you, give me one hot take from Star Wars that most people may not agree with you with.
What's the chick that, like, takes, or in Mando, the one with the short hair?
Bo-Katan.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think she's annoying. Like, I don't
Okay.
care for her. I like the actress.
I don't know if that's a hot take because that's 100% true.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah. I guess that's
I
mine.
don't mind her. I don't mind her.
She's. I don't know. She's.
I've never heard I never heard anything bad said about Bo-Katan.
I
That
don't
is
know.
kind of
just,
technically a
It's a hot take.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
is
it's pretty
pretty
hot take.
annoying, though.
I would
Yeah.
not say she was annoying.
She just rubbed me the wrong way.
There's
I don't
not
know. I don't
many
know what it was.
annoying characters in Star Wars besides like
Yeah.
Jar
Well,
Jar.
there's a few.
Jar Jar.
Jar Jar.
Bro, don't hate on Sith Jar
And
Jar.
then the
Damn,
sequel doesn't
dude.
count. Like
Yeah.
everybody's annoying in sequels.
Yeah.
Even Luke is annoying in
They
sequels.
fly now.
To be honest, hot take. Luke is annoying in the original trilogy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is a
100%.
fantastic take. Yeah,
It's a
he's
good take.
arguably worse than Mark and Invincible.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Dude, he's so annoying in New Hope. I want to punch
He is.
him most of the movie.
Yeah.
But I was gonna go to Natasha Station and pick up some power condoms.
All right, Mike.
annoying.
What do we got from you? One.
You guys already kind of said it, but I don't think Jar Jar's that bad.
Thank you.
I don't think
love
he's
Jar
that bad,
Jar.
dude.
All right.
I don't hate him.
That is a hot take.
I don't hate Jar
Jar Jar
Jar.
plays a more important role than
Yeah.
people think.
Jar Jar is solely responsible for putting Emperor Palpatine in the political
He's a pivotal
dynamic.
character, man.
He's an asshole.
He is
He's a
pivotal.
dumbass.
He's a very
He's
pivotal.
pivotal.
I hate
Yes.
him.
Wow. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go
Okay.
into a nice segment we have here. We're going to do a quick little who wins. And I hope we get some differing answers here. So first one I have up, Darth Maul versus Kylo Ren.
I'm gonna be the hot take here and say Kylo Ren.
I knew it. You-
Darth Maul's
Yeah,
entire
trash opinion.
premise. Darth Maul's entire premise. He's never won a fight. He's never won a lightsaber fight.
Okay. I'll
Name
counter
a single
that.
time he's ever won a lightsaber fight, and I will change my answer.
You're
He's
not
never
wrong.
changed. His entire plot line is that he is consistently losing. He never wins.
The only thing he's got is he killed Qui-Gon Jinn, but then got killed by an apprentice.
Exactly. He got killed by someone worse than Qui-Gon Jinn.
Rebuttal. what duel has Kylo Ren almost lost the fucking Finn, who has never been he's not force sensitive at all.
And he's emotional. Like he's
Extremely.
And Darth Maul
Yeah.
isn't in just the other extreme.
Well,
Like, I
Darth
know
Maul-
Kylo Ren's like a whiny bitch about it, but
Yeah,
like,
that's-
Mhm.
Darth Maul is in his own way also a whiny bitch.
I guess you would think like Darth Maul would.
All the
only-
Sith are whiny bitches. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Except for
Darth Maul grew up like
Count-
as an assassin, right? Like,
Yeah,
whiny
like
bitch.
he
Yeah.
was
Oh,
he was
so-
a warrior from heart. So he's got that
Grab
going
my
for him.
sweatshirt real quick.
Got you.
The air can you grab mine? It's the red one. It's the red one. Not on the bar stool over there.
Next one I have for you guys. Luke versus Anakin.
Anakin.
Are we
right
going
away.
canon?
We're
Or are we
going-
We're going
Canon.
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 Otherwise,
Legends,
Okay.
Luke is God.
Yeah, he's basically
Fuck
God.
that.
Right.
It's garbage.
Right.
Luke's
Okay.
a horrible character.
Whoa.
If we're being real, Luke is a bad character.
no,
Yes.
Really? That's a hot take.
That's a very hot take.
That's a very
That's a
hot
hot
take.
Bad
take.
character.
no.
Horrible.
Wait, what do you mean bad?
Disagree.
Like poorly written or a bad person?
I
You're
think
a
it's
god.
bad arc, to be honest with you. Like, if we're simply comparing the arc of Luke versus Anakin,
Oh yeah, no,
Luke
no
is solely
question.
responsible for bringing Darth Vader back to the light side and in a sense, helping Anakin fulfill that prophecy.
Reignite the Jedi Order and
Yeah,
all that other
but
stuff.
Anakin is the chosen one.
Yes.
There, it should be no argument that Anakin is a much better written character, not just in Star Wars, but in
Yeah.
sci-fi and fantasy in general.
I mean,
Yeah, writing
yes,
in
but
general.
we're
Sure.
talking about a battle between the two. And obviously, between Luke and Anakin, or Luke versus Darth Vader, Luke won. But, like, prime Anakin, prime Luke Skywalker minus Legends, Anakin
Yeah.
wins.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
He
I'm not
has
familiar
seen
with Legends.
so many
Not
more
me,
battles. I mean, think about his hours of simply just lightsaber fighting.
Yeah, he's battle
In
tested.
general,
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, yeah.
Dude, just
Yeah.
even when he had Ahsoka from when she left the Order, think about how many battles
Yep.
he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And
How many
Luke-
Siths he
Luke
dueled?
killed
Right,
his, or he kissed his sister, you know.
Yeah,
see,
He's a
it's
sister kisser.
minus
Yeah.
aura.
minus.
It is a negative aura.
And then he goes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anakin
Dude,
was
that's crazy.
fucking a baddie. You know what I mean? It's
Oh yeah.
not
dude,
comparable.
Padme Amidala,
Not comparable.
dude.
She's my back.
And they were
Yeah.
not related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a huge
Well,
plus.
you know, a side topic. What if she was related to you?
Who?
Yeah.
What?
Padme?
I think this is a different podcast.
This
Just
is
jokes,
This
just
is up. No, it wasn't.
Next one I have on
What
the
if
list
Padme
here.
Amidala was your third cousin?
Really fine that I'm from Alabama.
I got here Ahsoka versus Obi-Wan.
Wow.
that's a hard one.
Yeah, it's very hard.
I'm gonna have to go with Obi-Wan.
Oh my god.
You did that very quick.
Yeah, because he helped train her too, and so he knows all of her moves.
But she's
and he's got more
quicker.
wisdom. She is quicker.
Yeah.
She's more like,
More
you
versatile.
know, yeah. But I don't know. Again, I don't know, but they're both like emotional in a way, especially when but that has nothing to do with.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah,
gladiator
just-
match
yeah,
type
just that.
situation.
I think Ahsoka would maybe start winning, and then Obi-Wan would just like realize his strength. You know, like even when he was at in the show, in the Obi-Wan show, he was at the like under all the rubble and stuff, and then he was just like, you know, I don't know. I think in strength-wise, maybe him.
Gotcha.
I feel like due to the fact that Ahsoka was trained by Anakin, there's a good chance that Obi-Wan will find some sort of opening.
Yeah.
Something that resembles Anakin in that fighting style, and he'll find an opening. That's what I saw. I'm
Interesting.
taking Obi-Wan.
I think I'm taking Obi-Wan.
I'm taking
too.
Obi-Wan.
Nate,
Yeah.
I think Nate may be the guy that
Oh!
agree with us.
Ahsoka tattoo.
Big Ahsoka
Not
guy.
to be biased, but I do have an Ahsoka tattoo.
Yeah.
Hear me out. The hot take of I guess it's a hot take here. Screw you guys. Okay. Ahsoka was trained by Anakin.
Yep.
Anakin is unconventional. Ahsoka never portrayed being unconventional unless she has to.
Okay.
And she knows Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan knows her. And back to my argument earlier about my personal hot take that Ahsoka would beat Vader,
Crazy.
which
Crazy.
but you missed my
Yeah,
meaning.
yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
Okay.
didn't hear my meaning.
There was a good.
Okay.
There was a good.
Yeah, it was good.
But I feel like the same thing I explained earlier, their attachment where I think Obi-Wan simply wouldn't be able to do it. Obi-Wan's too Jedi code.
I can see
She
that.
didn't do
Oh, I
anything
see.
wrong. He's too of a by-the-book Jedi.
Okay.
Where Ahsoka was trained by Anakin. Now, maybe Obi-Wan probably has a little bit of Anakin in him now because of being close to him for so long. But I think when it comes down to it, yes, and Obi-Wan uses what, form 3, or the defensive form. He's all
Yes.
defense.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
what form it is. But he's all defense. Where Ahsoka was trained to survive Order 66 by Anakin. She doesn't know just offense. She knows defense. She knows how to kill. She knows how to retreat. She knows so much more in lightsaber combat than Obi-Wan can dream of.
Interesting.
That is a really good point.
Because I feel like if she can't kill him basically offensive, she just switches because she's a master of many.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's a master of 2. And her dual lightsabers with her speed, I don't know if just defense can counteract that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think they did fight briefly in that one episode with the brother and the sister and the father, the balance episode.
The Mortis arc.
That arc,
What,
yeah, the
balance?
Mortis arc.
Uh-huh.
I think
Yeah, remember,
I
she
think
was
they-
also like
she was
14
possessed.
there.
Granted, yes.
True. She was a
But
child.
I think Obi-Wan did fight her and successfully subdued her.
But that was prime.
I don't know if
Clone
that's
Wars Obi-Wan
accurate.
Yeah.
Versus
Child,
preteen
yeah.
Ahsoka,
Yeah.
but
So we're talking about these primes, you know, and we're talking strength.
when is
alone.
Ahsoka's prime?
I'm gonna say Rebels.
It's got to be
Rebels?
Rebels.
Yeah. Okay.
When she's fighting Vader and she actually
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be
But
my
other
guess.
than that, I would have to say.
But my Vader Ahsoka take was kind of the
Okay.
same with Obi-Wan. Long story short,
Okay.
I argued the connection they have.
Mm.
The only time Anakin is even in Vader still is when Ahsoka is around. 'Cause remember when they fly past
Sure.
each other and they immediately sense each like.
Yep.
I feel like Ahsoka, like I don't think Vader would simply have the balls
I
to
see.
just see an opening and kill her. Where I think
Okay.
Ahsoka would understand that she has to do it to save the
Okay.
galaxy,
Yeah.
and she would end him.
I see.
I feel
Fair.
like Anakin would kind of come
Yeah.
through and see
Yeah.
Snips,
Yeah.
his Padawan, and not Ahsoka, somebody that he's got to kill.
Obi-Wan had a couple opportunities to kill Vader and he didn't do it.
Right, exactly.
You know,
And I
Yes.
it's a
think
good
now-
point.
now-
It's a really good
But then
argument.
the other side of that was where if they just met in the Clone Wars and Vader was already Sith and never trained Ahsoka,
Yep.
Vader wiped the floor with her. But
Okay.
because of their
Yeah.
I see.
attachment, because they
Their
have a soft
history.
spot for each other,
Yeah, yeah.
I think Ahsoka would take the opening, and I don't think Anakin would. Well, Vader
Interesting.
would. But
Really?
I don't know. I don't know.
That is a really good take,
Maybe
man.
neither of them win.
Honestly, maybe neither of them.
They're just
Yeah.
friends that
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
along the
maybe
way.
there's like, you know what, shake on it.
We're good.
Vader does not do that shit. though.
No.
Next one I have here for everybody: Mace Windu versus Darth Vader.
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 Yeah.
I got Vader.
That's not a hard one. Mace. I
I
mean,
feel like Darth Vader wouldn't hesitate.
Yeah.
Mace Windu
Not
might.
against Mace Windu. You're
Not at
right.
all. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Vader would
yeah, would not
because
hesitate.
they already
Oh,
didn't like
yeah.
each other.
Yeah.
They already.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
already
Mace Windu
beefing.
already hated
Yeah.
Anakin, and Anakin already didn't like Mace Windu.
I'm
There was
gonna-
zero trust to begin
Hmm?
with. So why would he hold back
Yeah.
now?
I'm gonna take
not
Anakin
fair.
over Mace Windu, but I think Mace could
Mace
have an
would probably-
advantage over Darth Vader.
Because he fights with emotion but controls it.
Yeah.
So he could tempt Vader into losing control, but then tame himself and use it right back against him. Because Mace Windu knows how to intertwine both of them.
Yes,
I think
yes.
it would be a decent fight.
He can
with Darth
literally
Vader.
rage
Yeah.
bait him.
That would be a
into
great
being
fight.
wild,
That's a good
and
point.
then use it against them
Against them.
immediately.
Better
Mhm.
question: do you think Mace is still somehow alive
Yes.
after episode?
Yes.
I
Do
hope.
you,
Yes,
do you guys
yes.
remember when everybody thought that he was what's that guy's name? Snoke?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that was-
yeah.
there was,
That
like,
was a
that,
That was
and
a
I was
horrible
like,
theory.
I
I
like,
remember the
believed
theory,
it
though.
too.
Oh.
I like
He turned white.
Going back to the other take,
He pulled a Michael
Snoke,
Jackson.
overrated character.
Oh,
That's
yes!
my
There
take.
you
Yeah.
go. Uh-huh.
That just reminded
I
me.
agree.
Snoke is my overrated character.
I thought he
got
was
killed
cool
100%.
in Force
He was-
Awakens. but-
Yeah, he had
Like,
potential.
I think
I
he
agree.
was horrible in Force Awakens.
See,
So
I did not like
mind
Snoke as a
it.
character.
I'll
No,
take it back.
neither.
Yeah.
And it was Palpatine the whole time.
Yeah, no, that's
Like what? Like
Yeah,
a
that I
stupid
hated.
clone that
Yeah.
fucked
Hated
up.
that.
So bad. So bad.
Yeah.
it just didn't make sense.
Why is his
Yeah.
head so big?
Why
Doesn't make
he's
sense.
so big in general. Like he's a clone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I don't.
He was like a defect clone.
I've
Well,
had- I've had
what
other
was the
friends-
clone from that one episode that was just like the maintenance guy?
Oh, the one that walked around with the hunchback.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Grenades and
Yeah.
blood.
soldier too.
He was because he got the trooper pass. He became
And
part
then
of
he
the
got
group.
shot carrying grenades and shit.
Our last one I have here for you guys of who wins:
All right.
Rey versus Ahsoka.
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 We're taking, well, in terms of canon Star Wars, it probably would be Rey.
Yeah.
It would be-
yeah.
She was all of the Jedi.
Yeah, no.
I mean, but
Bro,
we all
shit,
want
her name's
Ahsoka.
not even Rey Skywalker. We can see.
I
Rey
agree.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
It's Ahsoka would beat her with just the hilt.
But
Dude,
Yeah.
she needs to
Not
do a
even
couple
ignited.
push-ups and then maybe she could swing her lightsaber correctly.
Yeah.
Ahsoka would bring out both lightsabers,
Oh,
not
man.
even ignite them, and whoop her ass.
She probably just take Ray's lightsaber from
Yeah.
her and just use it against
like
her.
she
Probably
did in
Just
fucking
force
Yeah.
push the
Clone
hilt
Wars.
Yeah.
yeah.
She had
forehead.
no,
Boom.
The fucking acolyte, not the acolyte, the oh my god, Inquisitor came for her and she stole his
Boom.
lightsaber. And I
Yes.
was like, oh my.
That was a
That's
good
what she'll do.
episode.
That's what she would do to Rey, but in about 20 seconds less.
100%. 100%.
those Inquisitors.
She'd be like, oh, that's cute, fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into a new topic we have here. We're going to do some Force rankings. So I have a top 3 for each of these categories, but I do have an honorable mention for each of them, just because there's so many different characters and fights and
Just
different
want to go in
things.
order, just like
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. So we're going to do a quick top 3 lightsaber duels. Mike, you want to start us off?
Are we doing like actually in order? 3 to 1
So let's
or
do,
just
if you have an honorable mention,
Sure.
give us an honorable mention, then 3, 2, 1.
okay.
So one being the best?
duel. Yes,
Yeah.
one being the best.
I would say without being Mr. Obvious, episode 3. But I'm actually not gonna say episode 3. That is my favorite. That's the top lightsaber.
We put
But
that as
it's-
number 1?
But it's an easy pick, So I'm actually
Okay,
not
okay.
gonna pick that.
All right.
It's an easy
I
pick.
respect that, actually. I do.
That's
Yeah,
everyone's
that's
favorite.
my number one.
That's everyone's
Yeah,
number
yeah.
one.
Mustafar,
Yeah.
Anakin,
Yeah,
Obi-Wan,
yeah.
that's
number
just-
one.
Yeah,
I'm
how
actually
about we
gonna-
just don't pick that one?
That's what I'm thinking, right?
All
It's
right,
like
all right.
We
it's
just
pretty
don't even
obvious.
pick it.
I will
It's a
say
hard one not to
my
pick.
my,
Yeah,
my
I
favorite
know.
duel would be episode 6 Vader Luke.
Okay.
I love that fight.
That's a great.
That's a
fight.
great,
It's
great
hard.
pick. Great pick.
Oh, it's a great fight.
And then what would be your number 2 and 3?
I will say Phantom Menace.
Duel of the Fates.
Duel of the Fates, 100% up there. Great fight.
Yep.
And then I will say a really good one. I will say gotta think about this one for a little bit.
There's several, yeah.
Yeah. I will say here's my take. I actually really liked, and I wish we got more of it, Yoda versus Palpatine. I actually really liked it.
Yes,
It's a good fight.
Fucking really like that one.
I
Yes.
hate that it was cut in between
Yeah.
Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yes, I know,
because
I
we don't
know.
get to see
And
I
it
know.
It undermines
I
it
know
so much.
it does.
Yes.
It does. But for my final pick, I'll actually go with probably Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Count Dooku, episode 3.
Oh,
Yes.
Great,
okay.
great.
That is
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, Linda, what do you got for top 3?
He picked the one that I like, the one with the one you just said, Obi-Wan, Anakin,
Count
and
Count
Yeah.
Dooku.
And then the only other one I can really think of right now, because it's been a while since I've seen the movies, but I know this might be recency bias, but Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in the show.
Kenobi
pick.
show.
Yeah.
Kenobi.
Great
Like,
pick.
It
Great pick.
made me like cry a little bit. I was emotional. Like,
Yeah.
and it was just a really, really good
True
battle.
Star Wars fans love that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a
I liked
fantastic
it.
show.
I didn't
so
hate it.
Stupid.
No,
I
I
didn't
loved
hate
it.
it.
I hated that, like, also in between it was cut with, like, what's her name?
Reva.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, fucking the
I
Inquisitor.
hate-
Get that bitch out of the show.
I
Chasing
hated
a
that
fucking
character.
12-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's what. Yes.
This is
Yeah.
Epstein Island, man.
Just saw the 12-year-old Sith kill the fucking.
But yeah, that's mine. Mine's
Scott,
the
take.
one probably.
All right, Jared, what we got for you?
All right. I am actually. So if we're all taking episode 3 as the honorable mention,
Yes.
I am gonna say Luke versus Vader, or not, Anakin versus or Darth Vader versus Obi-Wan in the
Okay.
Kenobi show.
The Kenobi show.
That's my number 1.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Number 2, hot take:
I love these.
Luke versus Kylo Ren in the
Oh,
last.
Really? Oh,
I
that's
think
blasphemy.
I think the
Oh
choreography-
no!
I think the choreography is awesome.
Really?
I love the red sand. In
Wow.
fact, I love the I love the fucking shots from the AT-ATs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a great fight.
So
Even
Even though he wasn't actually there.
The same Luke that just tossed his lightsaber over.
Wow.
Yeah, that Luke.
It was all like an illusion and not real.
Yeah, that one. I think it was a decent fight.
All right.
It would have been if
He
it was
wasn't even
real.
fighting because he wasn't there.
Yeah, it was fake. It was the Matrix.
Whatever. It was a fucking. I thought it was dope.
He
Unbelievable.
Wow.
said it was a
watching
hot
it.
take.
It was a
It was a hot
It was a hot take.
It was a poor man's Ben Kenobi dying to Vader of the Death Star.
Yeah.
It was. It
Yeah.
was. Except it was better.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Crazy.
Not at all.
Because episode 4,
Get over the pot.
it was the worst fucking fight.
No,
It was the
unbelievable.
worst lightsaber fight in history. I ranked that as the lowest.
All right, what's your third?
I'm gonna go with
He's losing it.
He's
Genosha.
losing the plot.
Chet, he's losing it.
I'm gonna go with Genosha, all the fucking Jedi versus all the like the
Oh, in
beginning
the
of the
battle.
Clone
Oh,
Wars.
sick.
Yeah,
Genosha.
that's a really good
Perfect.
It's fucking great.
That it?
You redeemed yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Halfway.
Yeah. Maybe a quarter.
Crate being up there is decent.
No. All right, Nate, what you got?
But number 3, since we're not doing honorable mention, because my 3 would have to be Clone Wars animated series.
Ooh.
Ahsoka versus
I
Darth
didn't
Maul.
think
I
about
didn't
freaking
think
Clone
about
Wars,
that.
man.
When,
Really
when they're
good.
fighting on Mandalore.
Yes. Yep. Siege of Mandalore.
And
top
they're,
drinking
they're all
all the
balanced.
Clone
They're all
Wars.
balanced on
100%.
the fucking remnants of the building being exploded and
It's a great
everything. Ahsoka, Maul going at
good.
it.
It's
That's.
cheating.
I would have used that as an honorable mention, but since we're
Fair.
already used the
Yeah.
other one, I think that one just slips under the radar. It's like
Wow.
it's so good, but it's animated. Not everybody watches animated
Yeah.
Star Wars.
True.
They always watch
Yeah.
movies, so it's
Yeah.
like if nobody knows of that, go fucking watch it because you need to. That's
Yeah.
a great fight.
Oh, it's
You can even look up the
phenomenal, yeah.
episode and watch just that fight because I mean they run into each other multiple times, but something about that fight
Mhm.
That's
because
awesome.
and even Obi-Wan has a fight scene in that previous or next episode because he's protecting what's her name that he secretly loves.
Sabine
Sabine.
Wren.
Yeah, no,
Satine?
No.
The
Satine.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, like that's why he's really there, and he has a great fight. Like, I mean, those like 2 to 3 episodes. I mean, those will probably fill my list, but obviously I'm not going to pick them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one would have to be. I also think 2 would have to be where Count Dooku cuts off Anakin's hand.
Oh, great.
Because
That's a good
I-
one.
because I
Episode
feel,
2.
I like that one.
I feel like that one people kind of overlook as well because that one has so much meaning to it. Because when he
Bless you.
the fight where he kills Count Dooku and he goes, my powers have doubled since the last
Yes.
time I met Count. Like
Twice the
I feel like
territory.
that was the turn, not of us darkness by any means, but like the turn of Anakin becoming grown Anakin.
Yeah.
And like
Totally.
saying, hey, I'm not a kid no more. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking kill you now.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since that particular fight, I feel like there was a change in Anakin, kind of. Like he got his mechanical hand, he got
Less
stronger, he got a little more
He went through the
menacing.
Clone Wars.
Right, then
Yep.
he went through the Clone Wars. I feel like that fight kind of made him kick it into high
I see.
gear.
Yeah.
And like, oh, I need to be better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's a really good take.
Yeah. Good one.
a
And
really good
then
take.
my number one, God, I love when he do it.
Right?
That's got it. That's probably
It's
one.
so good.
All right.
But
Because
it's
we're
true.
not using the Mustafar, that
Yeah.
when his little cheesy, if you guys ever watched carefully in the background, he's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like an NPC in the background of a Wii game. Like, shut up, bro.
That's a good thing.
I would like to use my if we're
But the
not
fight is just.
if we're not
good, so
ranking
good.
Anakin versus Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
I would like to add my honorable mention as. I think a good one to mention is fucking Palpatine versus Savage and Darth Maul.
Yes.
Good
yeah.
fight.
It's a really good
So
fight.
That was
badass.
a great
Yes,
fight.
actually.
Darth Maul was
So
like
badass.
pleading for mercy.
Yes. Oh, that's a
Pleading.
good one.
That's
Yeah.
a great fight.
It's a really
That's
good
one
one.
of the few times where I feel like we've seen Palpatine like, all
In
right,
his full
he's
potential.
like enough with this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am ending you guys.
Yeah.
You're seeing my full force. This is stupid. I'm done.
That is why I think
Yeah.
it's the greatest. One of the greatest is just because it's rare you do see, like you have the Yoda versus Palpatine, and then you have that fight.
Yeah.
What other time do you see Palpatine actually fight?
You're right. Yeah. No.
It's not
at
much.
all.
Besides him using his electricity,
Yeah.
him using lightsabers is a rarity.
Okay,
and
and
him
can
he
we-
does it so
and when he
well.
does, yep.
Can we argue that Kit Fisto would never go down like that
No.
to begin with?
Yeah, that was
Kit
bad.
Fisto, if you look at his lore,
Yeah.
dude, he could fight Anakin on his best day and
Yeah.
almost win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the water.
No. Kit Fisto, prime Kit Fisto versus
Yeah.
prime Anakin. Kit Fisto can give him such a goddamn problem. And then Palpatine's just like, oh, off with their head. Yeah,
Yeah.
no big deal. Like, they just completely dismiss.
Yeah, that was there's like a dog shit theory about that was like a Sith scream
It
and it
paralyzed
discombobulated
them,
them.
yeah.
Like, shut up, these
Like,
guys,
dude,
these are
I'm
Jedi
so-
masters.
Literally.
What are you
They
talking
use a
about?
death
These are
whistle.
masters.
Bro, like, and Keanu Mooney and
Yeah.
Kit Fisto, like, Kit
like-
Fisto would have never went down like such a puss
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
dude.
All right. So for me, I have, since we're not counting Obi-Wan and Anakin, my number 3 is going to be the Kenobi show.
Okay.
I loved my biggest issue is just like the overpoweredness that we never saw before. But besides that, I loved it. I loved the dialogue when his mask is cut open.
Yes.
It's just such
Yes.
a. It's like the most
Oh, yeah.
TikTok edited like scene that
Oh,
just
yeah.
gives me goosebumps
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
single. I repost it every single time.
Absolutely.
Absolutely love it. Next is gonna be Duel of the Fates. Every single one of these has been mentioned already, but the music, the John Williams composing that, it's one of the songs. If I'm driving in my car
Yep.
and I
Oh,
listen
man.
to Duel of the Fates,
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And then if we're not counting Obi-Wan, it's gonna be Luke Vader episode 6.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was close between that or episode 5, but I think episode
Yeah.
6 does take the lead for
Yeah.
me.
It is a great fucking fight.
Can we
get
The choreography plus the lighting plus
Oh, yeah.
the music
Yes.
at the time, how
Yeah.
Yes, the
emotional it was.
music. The music
Oh,
has
so
so
good.
much to do with the.
And it was
could be
finally like
bad fight,
like a really good fight for the original.
Yes.
Mhm.
yes.
Like they like the prequel type choreography. That's where it really shined.
Mhm.
Type there.
Can we get a Clone Wars pick, real quick?
Let's
Real
get a
quick.
Clone Wars.
Clone
Just
Wars.
animated Clone Wars. It could be a lesser fight, like when like Savage
Yeah.
Press teamed up with Obi-Wan, and like little fights like that we
Yeah.
kind of forget
Okay,
about.
okay.
Like, do a real
You start.
quick Clone Wars. Well, I kind of
Quick.
told you mine.
Okay, keep it.
Ahsoka Maul.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
like what's
Yeah.
your guys' just
Super.
Clone
Jared?
Wars only?
I said mine was Palpatine versus Savage.
It's really
Darth
good.
Maul.
Yeah.
Okay. Linda?
It's been a very long time since
Yeah.
I've watched it, and I haven't even finished it yet. Sorry.
Ah,
Don't
so
judge
you're
me. I'm
probably
sorry.
missing out on some stuff.
Yeah, I
Another,
think I'm
I
only,
think
like,
another one from the
season
Clone Wars
2.
would be like General Grievous versus the Night Sisters.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where he
That
was kind of
sounds
like
familiar.
raiding the place. That was
That's
very
good.
memorable.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. not okay, crazy take here. 2D animated, okay, Anakin versus
You know, Paul.
Asajj Ventress.
Yes.
Badass.
Yes.
Where the
Badass.
fucking rain is
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
the lightsaber.
Badass, dude.
Yeah.
That's my hot
Oh
take.
my God.
That
What
is
was the
I see
fight
that?
with
Which one?
Palpatine, Yoda, and
Ventress is the
Anakin?
bald
Where,
one.
The bald
where
one.
Yoda kept pushing
I think I
Anakin
do
to the side to
remember
fight
that. So good.
Palpatine when they went to the underworld of Coruscant.
Okay.
And
That was
and
in
Yoda.
that was in
remember
like that was the original like season finale.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Yoda
yeah.
kept like pushing Anakin out of the way to protect him, but Anakin kept coming back in the fight, and Palpatine was like using that as
Yeah,
an
and
against
then he
Anakin.
showed him killing Anakin. I think.
Yeah, that was more of like a psych. I wouldn't call it a real fight because that was just
Yeah.
kind
Fair.
of that was just like
Yeah,
Yoda
just make that
protecting Anakin
I
kind
couldn't
of.
say.
But it was still a good take. Like it was a psychological fight rather than
Yeah.
just upfront combat kill each other fight.
I'm gonna go Anakin and Obi-Wan versus Maul and Savage Opress.
Yes.
I think that was such a
Great
cool,
fight.
Yeah,
action-packed
hell yeah.
fight that whole time. That was probably my favorite Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good
Anakin
fights.
did
Like there's
Yeah.
like short, like once every like
And the
45
bones in
seconds
his
that were
arm.
really good.
Yeah.
Like when what's the who's the female Sith assassin to Dooku? What's her name?
Asajj?
Ventress.
Yes, Ventress. Even she has some good
Oh,
ones. Like on
great,
Camino.
yeah.
Like when they
Oh,
do
yeah.
Camino and everything, it's I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Definitely.
Like just and when she teams
There's
up
so
when
many
she teams
in
up with
the
Obi-Wan
Mhm.
and her and Obi-Wan fight together.
Yes.
Like,
That's
like
awesome.
there's so many little good fights that are only like 2 minutes long.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
like we forget about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the
Then
Clone
there's like
Wars-
Darth Maul and Ventress, or Darth Maul and Ahsoka on Mandalore in season 7.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That's a
Mhm.
great one.
All right, let's get into the next one I have here. Top 3 Jedi. Mike, start us off. You could, if you have an honorable mention, feel free to throw that in.
Okay. Rebels. What's his face again?
Kanan
Kanan.
Jarrus.
Shane Jarrus. He's up there for me.
Love
I
it.
said there's no list, no power
Yeah.
level, just your
Yeah,
personal
your
favorite.
personal
My,
favorite.
that's one. That's definitely in the top. I don't necessarily say 1 or 3, but
Fair, okay.
he's in the top 3. I kind of feel like the same thing. You know, Anakin is an obvious
It has
answer.
to, yeah, it has to.
Yes, but I'm actually not going to use him again. I have to get rid
Do
of
we
him.
want to do
I-
that?
You know,
Oh.
it's so easy,
Do we
man.
wanna
These
do
are
that?
easy.
We have
It's
to
like
do that. Anakin
No
is-
Anakin.
All right.
let's make it. You know.
All right. I kind of like that
Boom.
because then it brings
True.
out good answers.
Yes,
like,
exactly,
true. I
exactly.
like that.
Because we're all gonna have Anakin
Yes,
in the top
yes.
3 somewhere. Him, and then I'm gonna go with Qui-Gon. I like Qui-Gon a lot.
Yes,
Good pick.
Yes.
Qui-Gon
You
is
like the
awesome.
Jesus of
You
Star
know
Wars.
balls.
Literally, I love Qui-Gon, and I will also do. I will go with. Like, yeah, of course I can go Luke as well. I'm trying to keep it a little
Fuck
spicy,
Luke.
you know.
Luke sucks.
I don't even. I would.
Oh,
That's crazy, man.
Luke
What are you
sucks.
talking?
Hot
Luke
This is
sucks.
crazy.
Fuck you.
I love the originals.
What
Luke
is this
a
podcast?
horrible-
What is?
Luke's garbage. What's your third? What's your third?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Kenobi. Yeah, Kenobi's great.
I have all 3 same as him. By the way. The same answers. All 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Linda.
Easy. Yoda.
Oh,
That was great.
Yoda is on like nobody says
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I cried when I found out
Grandmaster.
he died when I was a kid. And episode 6 when he
yeah.
dies, I cried.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love how in the originals he's a puppet, you know, and he's like kind of old and
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
he's fucking awesome.
Scary.
Yeah,
fucking
terrifying.
Yeah, so Yoda. Sorry, I have to say Kenobi too.
Fair.
I'm trying to think of somebody different. I mean, is Ahsoka Jedi?
Yeah.
Jedi?
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I'll throw her on my list.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
good pick.
she started as a Jedi, and then
Yep.
went gray, and
Yeah.
then went on her own path. I mean, but
That's
yeah,
why
she
I was like,
definitely-
I'm not
she
100%
definitely
sure.
counts, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I guess Dooku could count as a Jedi.
Yeah,
you're right.
Take
You're
a Jedi
you're
Dooku.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That show was really good. The animated.
Yeah.
Tales
what
of
was
the
it? It's
Jedi.
so good.
That was a great
That
show.
episode
So good.
was so good. Yeah.
I didn't watch it, sorry.
I am also gonna say Yoda. Yoda
Awesome.
Okay.
is a great character, underrated character.
Mm-hmm.
People shit on him because he made a lot of horrible decisions.
Yeah, he destroyed the Republic, if
He
we're
did,
being
technically.
honest.
But I think he was a good character.
Fair. Okay.
Obi-Wan's too easy of a pick, but
He wants to be different.
I do
No,
want to
I
be
agree
different.
though. Like that.
I want-
Yeah, it
it's
is.
an
It's such a
easy
good pick.
It is an
yeah.
easy pick.
Fucking I like Cal Kestis a lot from the Jedi.
Interesting
Yes.
pick.
Yeah.
I like his combat style, that he's a little bit of everything. I like his story.
Mm-hmm.
I like his character. I'm gonna go with Cal Kestis.
Awesome.
I would love to see.
I don't know
him
much
in
about it. I
that.
never played the game, so I
You
don't
should
know his
definitely
lore.
Play the game. Bro.
Yeah.
Definitely
It's
play the game.
basically the Luke of video
I
games
see.
because he's coming up in an empire taking
Yeah.
Yep,
over, and
yep.
he's got finds out he's force
Yeah.
sensitive and
Yeah.
starts training under secret. He's basically the Luke of the
Gotcha.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
But I would consider he's probably stronger than Luke at that
Really?
age.
No.
At that age.
At that,
for what
well, he is older than Luke technically. 'Cause he
True.
was like
I don't know how old he is.
18 to
But, like,
20.
but Luke-
He was a Padawan in the Clone Wars. Think about it.
Yeah.
Luke wasn't born yet.
No, yeah.
He
true.
was born after the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So he is older than Luke. So he's technically, at that time, definitely older since I think he was still just a kid on
So he's
Tatooine.
about Kanan Jarrus' age.
Somewhat, like, yeah. He's
Even
got
though
a
he
very
doesn't
similar
look that
story.
old, but
He's
he
got a
should
very
be.
similar story that Kanan
But he
Jarrus.
also
Yeah.
has so much combat compared to them.
Yes.
So
He's got so much combat.
So he's got
He's got- he's
Anakin
got-
level combat experience.
Yeah, but like again, you have to make up for that for the sake of the game.
Right.
But I also like the idea. One of my favorite forms was him using like the gun and the lightsaber at the
Yep.
same time. That was my favorite form.
It was
pretty
very
badass.
unconventional.
I don't know why that's not more utilized.
Well, because the Jedi were established and it was Jedi code, dishonorable. You don't use. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Where now that's gone.
But
Yeah.
like a gun is the most
But
effective.
he was going off
If you're
survivability.
gonna motherfucker,
Yeah.
you're gonna kill someone.
Which is
you're
why
gonna
he
kill
has the
someone.
orange saber. Is
Right.
that survival
Yep.
aspect
Technically,
of
that's-
So
he's
I
got a
feel
blue
like
light.
Ahsoka could have.
Canon,
had
it's orange.
Yeah.
Oh, Kanan. Does Kanan have orange?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When?
For a bit.
That's just. from
Oh,
what
after
I've
he was
seen.
blinded.
No.
You're talking about Cal Kestis, right?
No.
You just said Kanan.
Oh
had
my.
orange.
No, I meant Cal Kestis. Is
Cal
orange.
Kestis
Okay,
had
I
a blue
was-
lightsaber.
Because he had the gun too.
Yeah, but he still had a blue lightsaber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yes.
But
yeah.
technically, it's also his master's fucking lightsaber, so it doesn't matter much. You could also customize it. So I don't know what his
True.
canon lightsaber color is, but all right. So favorite Jedi, top one is Yoda. Second is gonna be Cal Kestis. Then I'm gonna hit it with a Luke Skywalker. Mostly thinking about Legends, but outside of Legends, he's also there.
Sure.
In terms of just pure Jedi. Now, Cal Kestis is iffy in that I just think he's badass.
Okay.
Good
He's
picks.
up there. He's like, you got the good of Anakin and a little bit of the bad. Just to put it like the right amount.
Perfect. I don't know much about him, so I really have
You need
no
to
opinion
watch
about him. I have
especially the
anything
second
about
game.
him.
Like,
Yeah.
once you get to the
Survivor.
And
Survivor.
just
So
YouTube
good.
like Cal Kestis cutscenes.
Sure.
And just watch
Yeah.
all of the cutscenes,
Yeah.
the lore in the game
He's
about
fucking
him.
He sounds pretty badass.
That's all you
Sounds
need to
pretty
watch,
cool.
and you'll get the grasp of it.
Awesome.
the fact that he messes around and engineers his lightsaber so
pretty
much to his fighting style, especially with a blaster,
Mm-hmm.
and then spoiler, towards the end of the second game, you could use the dark side.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's like,
And then
he always likes
You didn't even know
No,
that
I
either.
played it,
That's
no.
what I'm talking about. He's
Interesting.
once he starts using the dark side, he enters like this mode. It's like his ultimate.
That's fucking awesome.
Where he has such increased force capacity
Interesting.
and much more moves.
Huh.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna
That's
fucking
pretty cool.
reinstall it and play it again.
he just always lets his just thoughts win, no matter
amazing.
what.
Yeah,
he
that's
just always,
but he's genuinely a good dude.
yeah. But if
Like,
he's
he's-
like, I want to do that, he just does it because he's so
Without all-
unconventional. There's no Jedi Order, no.
Without like the Jedi orders.
There's no
influence.
code
Yeah,
anymore.
he-
Yeah.
And I'm also there's some bias because I also love the show Shameless, and Ian was a great.
Ian
character.
Gallagher.
Ian
Yeah.
Gallagher is a great character.
All right,
So
Nate,
there's a
what
bias
do we
there.
got for you for your top 3 Jedi?
So strictly out of lore, because I know a lot about Star Wars, I'm gonna go pretty unconventional with my list. Not a single one has been mentioned yet, but only because I know so much about it. Like, it just to the basic person, they probably don't even know who they are or just know the name, you know. But my number 1, my absolute favorite Jedi, Plo Koon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Plo Koon is
He's a great
cool.
Jedi,
I
but
don't know
like,
that is with the
Babe-
mask.
Plo Koon's great.
He,
His ship got
He
blown
was,
up.
yeah, he was like blown up in
But
episode
like
3.
in the Clone Wars, dude, like just the shit that man has been through, and then he just comes out and just goes,
Sick.
My favorite
and just
part
his
about him.
aura in the fight scenes, because like he doesn't really have a master of one form. He's kind of like he was trained by Mace Windu and Yoda, and because he's also really old. Like his rate, he's not Obi-Wan's age. Like,
Really?
I think so. He's
Yeah.
like 400 years old.
Wow.
I mean, he's up there. So, like, he's been trained by Yoda. He's been trained by Qui-Gon Jinn. Like, throughout the years, he's taken all these pieces, and he kind of developed his own lightsaber form. I just think there's a lot more to his character than, like, even Obi-Wan. Like,
Gotcha.
it's just not in a movie.
Interesting.
It's there. It's just you need to go find
Yeah.
the lore, you know. And the
pick.
shit he's done, the feats he's done. I mean, make the other Jedi that are people's favorites look like they're just some regular old Jedi, like compared to the shit he's
Pretty
done.
fucking awesome.
And number 2 has got to be Kit Fisto.
Damn.
Kit
Okay.
Fisto.
Those are good picks.
He was
Kit
on my
Fisto-
underrated list.
Kit Fisto is another one that I just love, underappreciated, overlooked. But the Clone Wars would have never went as smoothly without him. Like just the feats he did for the Clone Wars that aren't in shows or shows or movies. Like he doesn't get enough screen time, and he definitely deserves it. But Plo Koon though, his like in the Clone Wars, like when his ships blow up and he's outside the ship.
That's so
saving
cool,
all the
right?
clones,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's freaking
every
awesome.
other Jedi,
Yeah.
like Ki-Adi-Mundi, would have just been like, they're clones.
Yep.
Like, like, I
That's
don't
where
know.
him and Anakin had it.
I hate Mundi. I hate him. But
Fuck
then,
Mundi.
my third one has got to be the twin sisters from the Clone Wars. Tepli and Teplay or Teplar. They are fucking badass. Dude.
Really?
Oh
Wait, who?
my
Top 3?
god, yes.
Wow.
I told you it's gonna be. I was trying to pick non-movie kind of on purpose to kind of maybe bring some recognition to them. Like I have other favorites, but like just bringing them into the light a little bit, But Tepli and Teplay or Teplar, I forget the other twin sister, but they show up in the Clone Wars when Obi-Wan and Anakin, their ship gets invaded by droids and it's like going down, and the twin sisters show up to the ship and just absolutely fucking dog walk the droids just on their own, and they're like smaller than Ahsoka. They're like 5'3".
Oh wow.
And they just move like shadows, dude. They're so fast. They're so just their lore because I bought the comics and listened to them like audio, and they are just. I wish they would have had actual screen time because I feel like they would have been a lot of people's favorite characters if they got screen time.
Oh, you're talking about these ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, dude.
The ones that look like
red.
sort of like Kit Fisto.
Yeah, kind of like Fisto, but
Yeah.
a little weirder looking.
Okay.
What a take, man.
Twin
Yeah,
sisters.
What a take.
I
Yeah.
did some research.
But they never get separated. All of them, they are treated as one master
Okay.
instead of two. So even when they were Padawans, they were treated as one Padawan.
Wow.
And they were always together because something about their species is like if they're brother or sister or what this or that, they feel each other's pain. So like if one gets hit, or if one has dark emotions, the other one knows it. So they never separate them to protect them. It's like and they have crazy lore.
Don't
I wish they would have got
murked in season 5.
Unofficially, but officially.
Yeah.
If you read the comics and then watch Clone Wars, it kind of contradicts, but we don't really get an answer. Kind of like Mace Windu going out the window.
Yeah.
Did he die? Well, obviously, but did he?
Yeah,
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
They did die, but did they really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was just trying to pick some back pocket takes to bring some light to some underappreciated. But I mean, obviously, Anakin, Obi-Wan, Yoda, but
Yeah.
Of course.
Those are really good picks, though.
Let's get into our top 3 villains. Mike, you want to start us off?
Do I do all 3
Yeah.
together? Okay. I'm going to go Dooku.
Oh.
Fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go... I know what my number 1 is, so I'm just trying to find my number 2.
Okay.
My number 2...
Alright, can we also just say no Vader?
Yeah. That is what we're no Vader. No Vader.
No Vader.
No Vader.
He's easily number 1.
no daddy.
I'm going to go for number 2... I'm going to go Palpatine. But can we do Palpatine?
Of
Is
course,
that a take?
yeah.
Okay.
We'll give you Palpatine.
I'll take Palpatine.
Yeah.
Number 1, Watto.
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 Ooh, that may be the best take.
Great villain, dude.
Great pick.
Sold
That's a
me.
great
Yeah,
pick.
he's number 1 villain.
Yep.
He's number 1
I
villain.
love it.
Kickstarted
He's number 1.
everything.
I love it.
Palpatine
I
is
love
not the puppet master. It's Watto.
Watto.
100%.
Watto knew what Anakin was.
Watto owns the
100%.
banks.
Number 1 villain.
Great pick.
Thanks.
I'll give you a
Watto.
round for that. All right, Linda, what do we got?
Easy one, Jabba.
Jabba's
Jabba.
great villain. That's
Yeah,
a
good
really
pick.
good villain.
She stole one of mine.
Fuck, that's a really
Sorry.
good pick.
I
No,
didn't
you're
think
good.
about
You're
that.
good. That's why.
I'm also gonna say, in general, the Inquisitors.
Cool.
Okay.
Just because I thought they were creepy to me.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hunting Jedi.
It's very menacing for the
Oh,
civilian
yeah.
population.
Oh, yeah.
Too.
Yeah. And then my number 1, also because I wanted to pick somebody other than like the basics,
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw Cad Bane in there because
Great.
I
Great
think he was
pick.
just like relentless and he was just badass in general.
Good pick.
Arguably up there with Boba Fett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Are they really villains though?
Yeah, I
They're
guess.
all
I mean,
higher.
No, like in this term,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
But
Are they? Right.
Are they really? Especially Boba. Like, is
Yeah.
he a villain?
Yeah.
Or is dude just trying to make
The
it a
show
tough
the show
world?
made him look more of
More
like
human.
Yeah, more, you know, you can sympathize with him, but
I actually really
if we just
like
stuck to the
show.
movies, he's a villain. Yeah. That's a good take. That's an interesting take.
It's an
I
interesting
really
Interesting
like
take.
the shows. I think it showed us a great side of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I, like as a kid.
The show?
Yeah. As a kid, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm like, what is he like outside of this? Like,
Yeah.
Because I loved his character.
I kind of never wanted him
season 3.5.
to take his mask off.
2.5.
I don't know.
I hated that they brought Mandalorian
Alright, sorry.
into it.
Yeah, I
Good
no,
kinda
take.
I'm
hated
all
it.
done. Those are mine.
Jared, what we got?
So I'm gonna add some. I'm gonna add it to it. I'm not gonna pick any Force users.
I like that. I like that.
My third slot, I don't remember his name, but the fucking
Must be a
spider,
great villain.
the spider separatist from the Clone Wars.
I don't
I
remember.
he's like a spider species,
Mm.
and he was like a cyborg. I thought he was one of my favorite like generals that Anakin was going after. Like throughout the whole show. Do you not remember him,
I don't. Mm.
dude? I thought he was fucking great,
Why do I not remember him either?
No.
dude. Come on.
I see one picture, I'm probably like, oh no shit.
Yeah, hold on. Star Wars
Just
Clone
trying
Wars.
to- He looked like an actual spider.
Yeah, Spider Admiral for the Separatists.
He had 8 legs.
Just
Admiral
that's-
Trench.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm
Yep.
sure once I
Yep.
see it.
Literally a standing spider. Like,
Okay.
I don't remember him at
He
all.
was
Yep.
so
Yeah.
great
I
throughout
don't
the
remember him
whole
at all.
series.
Yep,
He was
no,
like
he was-
Anakin's like #1 rival for a
Yep,
while.
he was beautiful.
He was like a
Yep.
main villain of Anakin's. He was like his like go-to general when they're in like space combat. Like when they were
a good
playing
pick.
fucking
Yeah,
Battleship.
it was another version of Obi-Wan Maul hatred.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
remember that.
really digged him when he was in Clone Wars.
Okay.
I'm also going to add. I also don't remember his name. The main bad guy from season 1 of Mandalorian. The
Moff Gideon?
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
Okay.
He
I
was
don't know.
cool.
I forgot his name.
Gustavo from Breaking
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
All
thought
right.
he was a great villain.
He was also really.
I love seeing how he was fearless throughout the entire show up until Luke Skywalker boarded the ship.
Yeah.
Then
And you
he's
saw
Well, I mean,
oh,
and he
shit.
proved- and he
He's
proved
like,
that man's eyes.
But then he came back in season 3, and I just thought it was garbage.
I don't remember season 3 of Mandalorian
That's
because
fine.
the entire
Forget it.
season was garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The entire
I agree.
season was garbage.
Yep.
But I'm gonna put Moff Gideon as number
I like
two.
both of them so
That's a
far.
good pick.
I
And then
do.
I'm gonna put an obvious Thrawn at number 1.
Great pick.
Great pick.
Great pick.
He's a great character.
I
All
do
around.
think he's been a little underutilized. In,
Of
like,
course, he's only been
canon
in Rebels
Yeah.
and a few comics.
Yeah,
and-
Yeah.
They could have done a lot more in Rebels when
Even in
when,
Ahsoka.
Well, when Ezra was on the ship
he's
and
just
everything trying to
Menace.
find him, like they could have done more.
Something.
'cause-
Where
Yeah.
every admiral or like officers is just like a twink bitch. for the
Oh,
most
true.
part.
Yeah.
Besides Tarkin and Thrawn, the only
Mhm.
ones that got like some
Well, yeah,
muscle
'cause
behind them.
Thrawn's what? That's a special species that like doesn't exist anymore, and their intelligence is through the roof.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the surviving species.
And his IQ is like
Well, no,
through
but
the
the-
that's his
Yeah.
species.
Yeah.
And
He
they're,
could be the
they're
dumbest of their
extinct.
species, and he's still that
Right.
Yeah.
that smart.
And granted, I don't want to be a LARPer because I haven't read it yet, but there's a Thrawn trilogy. Of
I've
like
heard.
novels,
Yeah.
And they say it's like the best Star Wars novels you can read. Is the
I don't know
Thrawn
if
trilogy.
Is it canon?
I mean, technically no, but they say it's right up there with,
Yeah.
with how Thrawn as a character is.
Right.
And
They can make
it's-
Cal Kestis canon. They can make probably
Yeah, exactly.
whatever's in the Thrawn
Yeah.
show canon.
Nate, what we got for you?
But I do like how the actor for Cal Kestis in the game actually does interviews and acts just like him. on his
where he's wearing a
interviews.
poncho.
Yeah.
Well, you gave us our
bringing
top
up
3
Sean.
Jedis, right?
We're doing
We're
villains.
villains.
Oh, we're doing villains. Yeah. My
This
bad.
guy.
What do you got?
He's drunk.
The
Yeah, a little bit.
best villain, number one, gotta go Thrawn for me.
Great
Damn.
pick.
That was I
Yeah.
think we talked about this
Yeah.
earlier.
It's a good pick. It is a good
Thrawn
pick.
is just, I mean, they did that character dirty by not giving him screen time,
Yeah,
by not putting him in
most
Clone
people don't
Wars
even know
enough.
who he is.
Like, that is, like, I talk about Plo Koon and stuff, screw them. Thrawn got done dirty so
Interesting.
hard.
Yeah.
He could have been up there with Palpatine and pulling
Wow.
the strings.
Mhm.
I mean, he could have been pulling the strings, and Palpatine could have just
His
been
political
He still
direction
has,
yeah.
he's still
great.
got more options. Like he's in Ahsoka and shit. Like he could
right.
be
But
leading
what,
a
but
big
what I'm
chunk
We'll
of
saying is,
see.
first.
but he was around when Palpatine was manipulating the Galactic Republic
Yeah.
in the Empire.
Yeah.
I mean, like he could have been what Vader was, but on a political and leader level, not a combat level.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he could have been the guy doing the shots, pulling the strings, all that, and just listening to Palpatine. Like
Mhm.
he could have been so much
Good pick.
more.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and they
bit.
just kind of wrote him off. Like, but we got screen time with people like it's a trap.
Yeah.
You know, like come on, man. If you could give that guy screen time, you could have given Thrawn some screen time.
You got to screen time in Ahsoka, but
Yeah.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough for redemption.
Had
Not
my
enough.
issues.
It was.
well, season 2.
Yeah,
but
he'll
don't
come
get me
back
wrong,
around.
I love
for sure.
every second of his
He's
screen
gonna be the
time.
main
Replace the
villain in
actor?
season 2.
For? Is that the guy that they replaced the actor for in Ahsoka because he passed away?
No,
No,
no, no,
guys.
no.
That's Balin Skull.
Yeah.
Okay,
He had
okay.
the
Yeah,
orange
It's
Yeah.
saber.
the blue guy. The blue guy.
From Rebels?
From
He
Ahsoka,
was in
he's in
Rebels.
Rebels,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
debuted in
The
Rebels.
blue guy in
Yeah.
Empire.
with the red
Red
eyes.
eyes, yep.
Yeah.
That
Gotcha.
isn't Cad Bane.
That
Yeah.
isn't Cad
Yeah.
Bane.
Yeah.
Cad Bane's just got a
Literally.
bigger head. It's
Yeah.
the same
He
structure.
wears a
but
cowboy
bigger
hat.
head. Yeah, and a cowboy hat.
He was so creepy.
But
Did you do your
no,
three?
No.
I think it's mostly the voice.
two.
Yeah.
Two has got to be Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Great.
I love his character. He's in a lot. He's got a lot of screen time. You don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't
Boba
have to
Fett's
dig
great.
deep in lore to
Yeah.
know about him. He's there everywhere you look.
Yep.
Whether it's Jedi, Sith, Empire, Galactic, like he's in all of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you look. He's with the Hutts. Like it does not matter. His web is everywhere. He's it's infused with everything, and he's just a badass character. Fights Obi-Wan, gives Obi-Wan a hard time.
Definitely.
I mean, like when he's on Camino and they first meet and like all that. Well, I know it's Django, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
but he grows up to be
Sure.
just like Django, and it's like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you could see like how his heritage in Star Wars just always gives people problems, even if he's just a human.
Yep.
Like he's just.
Nope.
I wouldn't say necessarily he's a villain, like ooh, I'm gonna kill a Jedi or anything, but he definitely doesn't do good deeds either.
No,
so
yeah,
I mean,
he's an assassin.
yeah. Oh man, and the third. I got like two that are pulling at me for the third.
You give us an honorable mention.
All right, just because I have
Oh,
third,
man.
so sick.
That's a great pick.
It's a
Third-
fucking great,
That's a great
fucking
pick.
pick,
third's
dude.
got to be Maul.
Yeah.
My
Show the cam.
My honorable. It's gonna be all weird that way. What's her name? Dual twin lightsabers. We just talked about.
Asajj
earlier.
Ventress?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ventress.
Yeah.
I think Ventress is beautifully written because she doesn't serve Palpatine. She leaves Dooku, fights Maul.
Yeah.
And is always alive. She's
Yeah.
always like people like all the other Sith kind of shit on her. Like, oh, she's not a Sith. But she gives them all problems. She interrupts all of their plans. And she does what's good for her, not the Sith. She comes to the Jedi with information and she goes, hey,
Yep.
I will help you here, but I want this in return. I'm not a Sith. I'm my own thing. So, like, I don't even know if she's really a villain anymore. Like, she was for sure,
Yeah.
obviously. But, like, as you go on, like, especially, like, following Ahsoka's age timeline, like, by the time the Ahsoka show comes out, is she really a villain anymore?
Right.
She's kind of having a redemption arc.
Right.
You saw that.
She is,
What
yeah.
was it? The Tales of the Sith?
No, it was the last.
Tales of the Empire.
What was the latest? So it was Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the.
Empire, and then Tales
She
of
was
the
in
Sith.
Tales of the Underdark. What the fuck was it?
Tales of the Empire.
No, Empire was second. Empire was Morgan Elsbeth in. Who's that fucking other
Yeah,
girl?
but she has to be my honorable mention just because if Maul didn't exist, it would be her in Maul's spot. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
wasn't Tales of the
Jamie ass
Jedi.
moment.
Look it up. It was Tales of the Underdark, I believe is what it was called.
I don't know. I just think she's beautifully written.
So-
she
oh,
talks.
Tales of
she,
the Underworld.
She talks.
Underworld,
To
there
the,
you
she talks
go.
to the Jedi.
I know
She's
it's with
a
Cad Bane,
beautifully
that's
written
the
character.
second
She
part.
does. She never fully picks a
Alright.
side, but she doesn't bow to anyone either. And she's one hell of a combat
Yeah,
Like,
I completely
I
agree.
mean, she's like, if Sokka turned dark, I feel like it would be her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the calm, calculated, cool, collected.
Totally.
We'll be nice, but we'll also end you in 30 seconds. Like,
Yep.
just don't fuck with me, like, type of, like, I don't know. She's just a great character.
Yeah.
So that'll bring me into my top 3 villains. If we're not including Vader, of course, which is my number 1, I have number 3, Asajj Ventress as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asajj, just her arc throughout Clone Wars,
Yep.
throughout Tales of the Underdark or Underworld, Rebels. I mean, Asajj is such a good villain, and there is even it's a short. It's like it's not a novel, not a comic. I forget what they call it, but it's like a.
Novella?
I don't know, but it like
Graphic
turned
novel.
into an audio book, so to speak. But the way it was written, it's like it looks like a play where you have like the character's name, a colon, and then their line. That's how it was
I
written,
see.
which is a little different, but it was fantastic. I did end up reading that. It was her and Dooku, so to speak. But it was fantastic. I love Asajj Ventress. That's my number 3 because she's not just a villain. Like she's a lost, traumatic character. I love her arc.
Yep.
My number 2 is going to be, which is interesting, with your General Grievous being your most overrated. General Grievous, I think, is such a good character.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it didn't get enough screen time by no means.
Yeah.
We got more in Clone Wars, of course.
And I only saw that most overrated because we'd never. If he would have understood his own lore, weird to say, but it makes
Fair,
sense.
yeah. I
Yeah,
get it.
the
They-
fact
they-
that he's being lied, like he
If
believes in a lie.
If he discovered
still to
his
this day.
own lore during the Clone Wars, I feel like he would have been up there with the top
That would
10
have been a good
Yes.
arc. Yeah.
And Star Wars seems to be doing a lot of these spin-offs and like side stories throughout Disney Plus, especially they're trying to milk their money. One thing that I would be okay with, and I've been a big advocate for getting out of the Skywalker saga.
Yes,
Bring us
yes.
to the Old Republic.
100%.
Bring us to the fucking future. I don't care. Get us out of this 40-year arc that we've been in where Star Wars legend has hundreds of years of the lore that we could get into. But one thing I'd be okay with is a General Grievous backstory. I would
100%. I would watch the hell out of
was
it.
so
Yeah.
neat.
I mean, it's technically canon the way he's formed, but
Oh, yeah, totally.
well,
yeah.
like we've never seen a live action
Yeah.
story
And the
or
messed
an
up
animated
part
story.
is that it's Count Dooku the whole time. They
Wow.
did it to him. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just.
Yeah.
They manipulated him, and
It would be beautiful writing if he found out his own lore during the Clone Wars. Like,
Oh,
he would
totally.
have found out it
Awesome.
was Dooku,
Yeah.
and then him and Ventress would have teamed up, and like, dude, it just
but
Yeah.
it just the potential he had. I was 5 years old. That's a big thing we need to take in mind. Revenge of the Sith. Seeing Grievous on
Cool.
the
He was
TV,
dope as
he was
shit.
terrifying.
Badass,
I mean,
yeah.
breathing,
and then his
footsteps.
his walk, dude,
Yeah.
like
Spider
the
walk,
arms.
Awesome.
Grievous is a fantastic character.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't get him to his fullest potential that we could have, I love Grievous. He's my number 2.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think if they're doing this much for Maul after his
Yeah.
death in Phantom Menace, because we got so much
shit.
Maul shit ever since he
Oh,
died
yeah.
in Phantom
Yeah.
Menace.
Which I
And they
hated
could do
originally.
more of that with Grievous. I would love that.
Yeah, and I think Maul, the
but
way
it's
they did it
hard
was so good.
because it's either his death was bullshit in Episode 3 or
I don't want to
go
fuck
to-
that up.
I don't either.
Yeah, because that.
But
was
the
just
fact that
too
we
good.
saw an end, like his end of his story, makes it different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my number 1, if we're not including Vader, of course, is going to be Maul.
Yeah.
And
Great.
for of course, Phantom Menace, phenomenal. Granted, sure, he died in that film. And granted, it took me, I've never been the biggest animated fan. It took me a while to even get into Clone Wars itself. But his lore itself, him coming back to life, as much as I didn't approve of it when I first got into it and started to hear about it, I think it's one of the greatest character arcs, villain arcs
Yeah.
in Star Wars. Not just Star Wars. It's just great. I love that he was survived from the dark side itself to keep him alive throughout that time. It gets very
hiding
mythical.
in caves and
Oh,
sewer
yeah.
systems.
Going literally
Scavenger.
insane.
Yeah.
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 And then, not saying that Solo, a Star Wars story, was the greatest movie by all means, the Han Solo film, but just seeing him in that like after credit or like end scene, we have him in Rebels, what we got in Clone Wars, like he has been a fantastic character for Star Wars itself, so it would be a shame not to put him in this
Yeah.
list for me
Yeah.
personally.
Do you think that's a little off topic? Do you think we're gonna see Han Solo's like first love, whatever her name was, be in the Darth Maul show?
That's
Do you remember
interesting.
she was in the end credits?
She was in Solo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you think we're gonna see the return of her character, but working for Maul?
So, in terms of where we're at in this Maul show, the Order 66 hasn't happened yet.
Yep.
At least when it starts. I don't know when the show's going to end.
Okay.
So, it seems to be a little bit early from when
So do you
the
think
Solo
like season
story.
2 might get into that?
It totally could because it's been confirmed that Maul. It's a. Have you guys heard about it?
I actually haven't.
There's
There's
a
a Maul
trailer
show? No, I
out.
haven't.
It's fantastic. Animated Maul Shadow Lord.
Interesting.
Comes
It's like
coming
Clone
out.
Wars.
Comes out Monday.
Okay, but centered around Maul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's him between Clone Wars and Rebels.
Okay.
And they have already been confirmed for season 2
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
before it's even come out yet. So that's a good sign.
I would
that they
love
believe
to
good
see the
things are
return
coming.
of her character, even if it's an animation.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah,
Can I throw in a really random honorable
of
mention?
course.
Phasma.
Phasma,
Like,
really?
I thought she was
That is a
cool.
hot take.
That's
Like,
really
I know.
That's a
I
very
just
hot
I like
take.
the actress too. Gwendolyn Christie. I don't know if you're familiar. She's in Game of
Phasma
Thrones. She's
is
like really
Captain
tall.
Phasma?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes,
fucking
bro.
Force
I had to
Awakens.
think about, are we thinking about the same character?
No,
right
she's
now?
got a good take, Loki.
All right,
because,
all
dude,
right.
When have we seen a stormtrooper like that? Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
She's
When-
like
An
all,
honorable
like,
True.
stormtrooper.
what's the color like?
Like chrome?
Yeah,
Yeah,
chrome.
yeah.
Yeah. I just thought
And
she was like
not
a cool
only
character.
she's like fucking Captain America. She's got like some serum or something.
Yeah.
Like she's not a
Yeah.
normal
True,
stormtrooper.
she's badass.
super
I
tall.
wish
She's got a
she didn't
pure.
die that
She's
fast.
got a
You
pure
don't remember
fucking
Brienne?
Beskar.
Yeah, Brienne of Tarth, yeah.
She's got
Mm.
pure
She's in,
Beskar spear. I mean, like,
Game
of
who is
Thrones.
this?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
And
So
she's in
cool.
the show with the one we were Apple TV. Help me.
oh,
Severance?
Severance?
Yes, she's the one in like the farm area, like with the goats and stuff. The really tall blonde chick. That's her.
No way.
Yeah, that's her.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, I just thought she
Yeah,
was
of course,
cool.
Severance,
Did you know
yeah.
Bo-Katan,
Severance is
the
great.
actress for
Uh-huh.
Bo-Katan, is in Longmire that plays the sheriff deputy? That's where I knew
I
her
haven't seen
from.
that
And then
show.
I watched Mando, and I was like,
Same
She's
person?
in Oculus. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
Yeah.
The scary movie. She's
Yeah.
the mom in Oculus. It's,
Oh, shit.
yeah,
and
it's,
she's
it's creepy.
It doesn't matter how what they dress her up in. She always looks the same. Like
Yeah.
she can have 10 pounds
Yeah.
of makeup on,
Yeah,
look
I
like an
can see
alien,
what you
and I
mean.
still know
Yeah.
that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys fully caught up on Severance?
Not
I've never
yet. I
watched it
still
yet.
have,
I've yet to watch
dude,
it.
you
I have
gotta
part
When I have
season
TV.
2.
I've never watched
I,
it.
Yeah.
I still have a couple episodes. in
Okay.
season
Never
2.
heard
Yeah.
of it.
Really?
Severance is
It's
fantastic.
really, really good.
To give you a quick summary, real quick, you have an innie and an outie. So basically, you have a company like Apple, and you're dealing with these very classified, like a job, and you have your innie. So that when you're in work, you have one memory, and when you leave the door, your brain is programmed. They did it this way to where you forget your memories inside work. So you're living two lives. You have an innie, inside work life, and an outie, an outside work life, and you see the corporation corruption, how an innie can be
A whole
trying to go
different-
against
a whole different personality.
fucking with your outie, the different lore. It's a fantastic
Sounds
show.
like you need to take an edible and watch it.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Son.
it
Yeah.
totally is. It's
I agree.
directed by Ben Stiller, who's a comedian.
Wow.
What?
Yes, and it's fantastic. So
Adam,
if
I mean,
anyone,
the security guard for a museum?
Yeah.
That guy?
Severance is one of the greatest shows on TV
Wow.
right
I
now.
agree. I agree.
100%.
Do they have another season out right now?
There's season 3 is in development. It's coming out this year.
Okay.
Wow.
It's great.
Directed by a guy that plays fetch with the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wild.
and
A lot of-
since we're go
Sorry,
on.
just a lot of really good actors in it.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
I thought.
Since the black guy is going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Is he?
Yes.
Who's he gonna be?
He is one of the head members of the Damage Control, which is they were in Wonder Man. I don't know if you guys seen Wonder Man.
Not yet.
It's one of the greatest Marvel TV shows that has
Really?
been out so far. It's a completely side story, but it's this actor who's up and coming. He has superpowers. Just to give you some quick lore, but it's fantastic. And so supposedly that the guy from Severance, he'll be playing part of Damage Control, which is dealing with like superheroes in their aftermath of destruction within cities.
I see.
But it's gonna be great. Can't wait for it.
Interesting.
They probably hate Hulk.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, we haven't gotten Hulk to his fullest potential
Oh,
in the
I
longest
hope we
time.
do.
But
Just in the
Yeah.
first
We will,
Avengers
we will.
movie,
I
they
hope
hate
we
Hulk.
do.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that about wraps up our Force rankings. So we are going to get into our main topic of the debate, ranking the entire saga of the Star Wars universe.
This is gonna get spicy.
I know. You see, somehow the world of me
And be so
Wonderful.
Alright, into our final segment. Well, not the actual final segment, but the last main topic of the debate we have here today. We're going to be ranking the entire Star Wars saga. So we're going to be one by one, ranking from bottom to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and start off this battle here at number 11. So we are including Rogue One and Solo in this ranking.
Just live action movies.
Yeah, live action films. So number 11, I have The Rise of Skywalker. I'm not going to lie, it was a very close battle between that and The Last Jedi. The reason I put The Rise of Skywalker last is simply due to it discrediting the beauty that the Chosen One prophecy had. With Palpatine coming back and Rey being the one to be, quote, all of the Jedi and destroying Palpatine, eliminating the beautiful arc that Anakin Skywalker had as the Chosen One prophecy. So, as there were scenes that I did enjoy, like for example, like the Exodus, all the ships coming in, like I did enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool to see on screen in the theater, but in terms of lore specifically, Rise of Skywalker has to be at the bottom for me specifically. What are your thoughts?
100% agree. 100% agree.
It's on my 11.
That's my 11.
yeah.
Yep.
I put The Last Jedi.
That's
And
fair.
Only
Yeah.
my main reason is because of Luke. Like that pissed me off, and he was just that wasn't
Yeah.
that one, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
He just threw it like it. Just,
Oh, yeah.
It just like that. He would never do that. First of all, so I don't know why they did that to
Completely.
his character.
To piggyback off of both of you, I agree. 10. The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
My 10. Her 11. I think had worse scenes than The Rise of Skywalker. I think The Rise of Skywalker had some
Yeah.
good moments, but the reason I have 11 is because they altered the entire meaning of the Chosen One, and they.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was a horrible way to end the last trilogy. So, literally, we have the same exact one for 11.
Yep.
10 and 11 are
Yeah.
the same. It's
Yeah.
just Last
Yeah.
Jedi and,
Yeah.
It's-
Give or take.
and Rise
yeah.
of Skywalker.
It's a coin flip between the two.
Nate, are you?
There was
agreeing?
no rise of a Skywalker in that entire movie.
No.
Nate-
If Rey Skywalker, I don't identify as.
Oh yeah, I have it as 11.
Yeah,
Okay.
Skywalker,
easy enough.
It's 11.
Yep. Okay. So we're all
And Last
very
Jedi 10.
similar on that.
I'm also
Yeah.
going to say Force Awakens is my 9.
Mine
We'll
too.
get there. We'll get there. So
Yep,
number
that's my 9 as
10,
well.
I have Last Jedi. So those bottom two,
Same.
Yep, I have Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker is 10.
fair. We're all in agreement
All
here.
agreement?
we're
Yeah.
all in
Bottom
agreement.
3.
That's
are
crazy.
all the same.
So the fact
Yeah.
that all 5 of us are in agreement, that just shows us that like whatever the media fucking tells us, like these are the bottom two.
100%.
They're horrible movies.
No,
Horrible.
no question
And they
about it.
do injustice to the Star Wars.
Yeah. So those two films, I'm putting in the category as awful.
Awful.
They're awful.
Dog
films.
shit.
Now, in terms of my number 9, I'm putting this 9 to 6. I have what I categorize as okay.
Okay.
They're okay. They're not great. They're not good. They're not bad. They're okay. I have Solo, which most people will put Force Awakens, but I'm saying Solo. Solo wasn't bad, as I have it. It's okay. It does what it's supposed to do. I think the film was unnecessary. It wasn't needed. People didn't want it at that time, especially when we're giving the sequel trilogy during this point that's already weak. To give us Solo didn't give us what the fans wanted. Whereas I would argue that Rogue One was what people wanted. You know, that was fantastic.
Yep.
So Solo, not a bad movie. It's just, it is what it is. So I'm putting it down at number 9.
Okay.
I'm going to say that that was my number 8, was Solo. However, I thought it wasn't a good movie. Like, I really enjoyed a lot of it.
Okay,
Seeing Han Solo in his prime, in his younger age, whatever the fuck he was on before he was with Luke and Leia and everybody. I think that was a cool story. And I like the actor a lot.
I do like him too.
His skin in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Then we got to see him and Chewie.
We did
Yeah.
him and
The
Chewie.
first time.
Them meeting, that's cute.
Him speaking Wookiee was kind of cringe.
Yeah.
There was no real explanation
Yeah.
for that. But it
Yeah,
added
Solo
the
at 8.
dice that got
Yeah.
added
Yeah.
into Force
Yeah.
Awakens.
Oh, what do you think for number 9?
I also had Solo. And actually my reason is because I watched it once and I don't remember it too much. And it wasn't memorable. So, like,
Yeah.
Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, I've seen those probably also once, maybe twice. But I remembered how bad they were. That's why they're my last two. So 9 by default is Solo. Because I watched it once and I don't remember. It didn't stick with me too much, so...
All right.
I
Now we're getting into this.
switched because I had Solo as 8, but I switched it back to 9 because same boat. Like I've seen it once, don't really remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting this off like where because you said you're reading them off in order.
We're going one by one. So 11, 10, we're on 9 right now. Jared, your 9 was
Force Awakens.
Force
Force
Awakens. Okay.
8 was my Solo.
Okay.
Same. I have The Last Jedi as 9, and then or actually, yeah, and then 8 is The Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so we'll go into, I guess, where I'm at number 8 at the moment. Right up below Solo, I have Force Awakens.
Me too.
It's not a terrible film. It's like I said, it's
just
okay.
It's just New Hope.
It's a New Hope reskinned.
Yep.
And I understand the nostalgia bait that what they were going for. I think they set up some good potential at that moment before Last Jedi came around and 180'd everything that Force Awakens actually stood for. But at the end of the day, it's a new skin rehoped, and it just didn't give us much creativity that I was expecting.
Agree. That's my number 8. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's my number 8.
Okay, so we're all
we're in
I
agreement
got-
so
I
far.
got no disagreement so
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
Actually, I have Solo at 8.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
have Solo at 8.
Well, you had Force Awakens right above it?
Awakens at 9.
Okay.
And then Last Jedi at 10. Rise of Skywalker 11.
So we're all fairly
Yeah.
similar so
Yeah.
far.
Which shows how good the original 6
Yes,
are. Like,
yes,
it shows how
100%.
good they really are.
So at number,
All right.
so we just did 8. I had Force Awakens. Number 7, which is also my okay category. I have the Phantom Menace.
I
Okay.
also have the Phantom Menace. That's number
It's an okay film. You know, I love Duel of the Fates. It's one of the best battles. It was in my top 3 honorable mentions that I absolutely enjoyed. But it was a very political film. As a child, you know, being granted, I wasn't even born when that first came out yet. But Phantom Menace just wasn't necessarily. So when you think about it, Episode 6 ended in like 1986, and we didn't have Star Wars until 1999. We had like almost roughly 20 years there until we got Star Wars. I think it was a little bit of a miss.
Yeah.
99 was Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
then
yeah.
2001, 2002 was Empire.
Yeah.
Or Clone Wars.
Yeah. So yeah, I got number 7 as Phantom Menace.
I actually have Attack of the Clones as 7.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually like the Phantom Menace, I think, a little more than Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and mainly because of the ending. I mean, the Duel of the
is great.
Fates.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Swap
Attack
it
of
wasn't
the
a,
Clones
I
have
wouldn't
the
say
same
either
list.
of those are fantastic movies.
I know
but
we do.
You guys have the same.
I don't want to see your list.
We have the same
We
list.
may. We'll see.
Interesting.
I can guarantee it now.
So what would you say is your biggest differential between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones that put a Phantom Menace above Attack of the Clones? It's the ending.
It's probably the ending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's
it
the
is
ending.
also
It's the
The
ending.
gay
a New Hope's
scenes.
reskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a
I
way.
mean,
yeah.
not as much as Force Awakens was.
Right.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, it is also the way the ending is
I liked
very-
Qui-Gon a lot. I think he was
Qui-Gon,
fucking awesome.
the whole
Like Qui-Gon's
fucking
cool.
fight.
Darth Maul was such a cool villain in that movie. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd put it slightly above. But now that I'm like thinking about it, they're really close. They're neck and neck.
They are.
They're
They
right
are.
there. You know. Yeah.
Linda, what do we got for you?
I also said Attack of the Clones because like the main thing I remember from it's also been a long time since I've seen it, but what I remember is like the girly lovey-dovey scenes, and they just cringed me out. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's-
That dialogue's pretty rough.
yeah. Yep.
Jared, you had at that point.
I had I had the Phantom Menace as number 7.
Okay, so we
Let's
have.
look at some guys from number 7.
Oh,
My
what's
number
this guy?
7 is Rogue One.
Not a bad take,
Leave
dude.
right
Crazy.
now. Leave right now. That's great.
7.
So I would love an in-depth explanation of why you put it so low.
I hate to put it that low because I actually do I would rewatch it. You know, if my girlfriend was just like, "Hey, you want to watch Rogue One?" Sure,
Yeah, oh,
absolutely.
totally,
So
yeah.
I hate to put it this low, but just watching these since I could literally remember like anything. I've always watched Star Wars, and it's just out of the rest of them that are left, other than our bottom three, and Solo.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can put Rogue One over any other.
Yeah.
Because they're just so nostalgic
Yeah.
for me.
Fair,
And I
yeah.
just
Yep.
love
That's
them
okay, yeah.
so much that I don't know if I could put Rogue One, that's not really a Jedi or a Sith movie, really. Like, there's not a lot
True,
of in
yeah.
it and all that. Like, I like the lore behind it. I appreciate, like, all the lore and all that. Like, but I just, it doesn't have the same punch for me as the other movies. I just don't.
Okay.
But I'll watch it any given night, you know? Go
Totally.
to bed,
Yep.
throw it on. I'll watch it again,
Yeah.
sure. But I can't put it in over
Yeah.
any
Any of the
originals
six.
or the sequels.
Yeah.
I gotcha. At number 6, right below Phantom Menace, I have Attack of the Clones. Those were interchangeable films for me. What I love about Attack of the Clones a little bit more is I love the Battle of Geonosis scene. I
So
love that
cool.
Coliseum.
good.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
With
I mean,
all the
that is
Jedi showing up.
the most beautiful Padme has
Yeah.
ever looked. I mean, the ripped
So
white.
good.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
phenomenal. I do like a
Switch it
tandem
into
No,
Attack of
I'm-
the Clones.
I have two twos.
I think the dialogue could be a little wonky at times, but you know, I think I love the lore, the relationship that Anakin and Padme developed throughout that film. I think the lore with Anakin and seeing his mother die throughout this
Yeah.
film really did lead into Revenge of the Sith and him falling to the dark side, having no one to go through, with Obi-Wan Kenobi being so strict to the Jedi code and order, where he wasn't really there for Anakin the way I think Ahsoka could have been. That's a completely different
Qui-Gon
podcast
Jinn
we
if
could
he didn't
have.
die.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I do have Attack of the Clones right below a Phantom Menace.
I have a Rogue One.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I do
This
because
is our number 6.
yes,
This is number 6 right
number
now.
6. If I could go back and change my answers, I think I resonate with his the most because I like Rogue One a lot by itself. Really good film. Would I put it above any of the other 6 though? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's tough.
I know.
I don't think I can. I can't say, oh, that's better than even if it's like Phantom Menace. People hate that movie. I like it. I don't hate it at all.
I
You know,
don't-
yeah,
I
oh,
hate
some
none of these
cheesy. It's
movies.
like me neither.
So your number
So,
7 was Attack of the
It
Clones.
was,
right?
but it could have switched. I feel like I could have actually had Rogue
Okay.
One at 7.
so
is what I'm
Rogue
saying.
One and Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
are kind
and
of
like the
like
way
that
you
for
put it with the Attack of the Clones, kind of makes me think I could switch it up. You know, I didn't
gotcha.
hate that movie either. You know,
Okay. Yeah,
So,
these are okay movies.
it's in there.
Alright,
Yeah, they're neck and neck. But if I could go back and change, I would actually put Rogue One at 7, Attack of the Clones at 6. but
Okay.
I'll keep it for now.
Linda,
Yeah.
what are we rocking?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom
That's
Menace.
why I have
Okay.
6.
Number 6 is Attack of the Clones for me.
Our listener, are they the exact same?
I
That's pretty-
guarantee
you guys
you
have,
by
like,
the
the
end of
same-
the night we're gonna find out that the exact same.
I think our
I don't
bottom
even-
2 could be a little different, but
I
so
don't
far
think it
we're,
is.
we're pretty close.
We're not connect.
Nate, what do you think?
My 6 is A New Hope.
Dude.
Not bad. I mean,
The original Star Wars film at number 6? Not even
No.
top 5?
Not even top
I
five?
can
Not
agree
even
with it
top
though.
5?
I can agree with it though in the sense.
That's just
It
so
is what it is.
crazy.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's older. It's slow.
Okay, so
Help
you're saying
me,
it's a little outdated.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, yeah, you meet characters. It's just
This dude.
doesn't have the punch. It just doesn't. I like it way better than the others that we've already went through, obviously.
You're
But
saying it's an okay movie.
it's. I think if I was this age when it came out, I bet it would be 3.
Yeah.
But just watching it growing up, I
Yeah.
still watch. I've probably seen it 200 times,
Yeah.
simply because I'm just a Star Wars fan.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably the sequels and the prequels. It's probably the last one.
Last one. Yeah.
So that brings us into our top 5.
Okay.
And to piggyback off of that, my number 5 is A New Hope.
Okay.
And I'm very similar where you're at. I think it's 1977. I mean, it's an old movie.
Right, but it's great for its time.
Exactly. It is the pivotal of what, like, the hero's journey throughout the King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Like, the story of A New Hope is the pivotal hero's journey moment.
Yep.
So it is in my top 5. I understand it's
Good.
very old, it's dated.
Yeah.
And the CGI, they had more practical effects during that
Yep.
time. I can't put it in my top 4. It's my number 5.
Yeah.
And I have
Okay.
nothing necessarily bad to say rather
right.
than just outdated.
Yep.
Yeah.
It did not have a big budget. It did.
No, it
True,
didn't.
yeah.
The worst lightsaber. It was the first lightsaber fight. It was the worst lightsaber fight.
Totally.
Let's be real.
We're gonna
It's
we'll have another pod on that.
No,
Another
no, no,
debate
no. Right
there.
now, you put it at. I also put it at my number 5.
Look at us, dude. Like
We're in sync.
the Force.
You have to say that it is the worst lightsaber fight of all time.
In the
You've seen
6 or
Rey use a lightsaber?
Yeah.
exactly. The first 6, I may give you that. After that, I don't know if we're gonna be in agreement there. But first 6, yeah, it's old, it's outdated, it's boring. The special effects aren't up to date. I mean,
The
I
plot-
understand it.
Like it's a good plot, but it was
Yeah, the IQ made sense. It just
Yeah.
it didn't hit. What do you got? Number 5.
Phantom Menace is my number 5. I actually have New Hope
You have a pretty up there.
on top of
Okay.
Phantom Menace only because I give a lot of respect to New Hope. I wouldn't say it's the worst. I would say if it's a top 5, it wouldn't be my 5.
Okay.
I have a lot of respect for that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Phantom Menace probably takes that number 5 spot for me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's hard to.
Hope.
You had a New Hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, kind of like
Yeah.
the outdated, and it is kind of a boring movie, but it is also like the first. you
Exactly.
know?
That
So,
I
like,
It made everything.
I respect the film a lot.
Yeah.
So I can't put it at 5.
Jared, you had a New Hope as well.
Yep.
Nate?
For 5,
Mm-hmm.
I have Return of the Jedi.
Oh my god.
Wow.
that's crazy.
Oh my god. So I would love an explanation.
I just can't put it above the others. I simply can't. I don't like it
Okay.
as much. It's not really a lore
So you don't hate it, but it's not as good as the
okay.
other ones. It
It's
can't
not
be
a
above the
lore
other ones. Okay.
problem. It's not
Okay.
a CGI
Yeah.
problem. If you only gave me 4 to watch the rest of my life, it's not in it.
Really?
It's just not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it. Like I said, I've probably seen them all, other than the ones with Rey.
Yeah.
Even Rogue One and Solo, I've seen those probably 5 times a piece. You
Yeah.
know, it just.
Freak.
I just don't know if Return to the Jedi. Like, it gets better. It's
Yeah, we're
better
pretty
than A New
close.
Hope for me. I would rather
I
watch
agree.
that,
Yeah.
but I'd rather watch the other ones over. It's not a lore problem. It's not a
Yeah.
character problem. It just doesn't have the same feel for me as the rest of the ones on
Okay.
the list still.
So
Can't
far,
agree with
where
that.
we're at the moment, me and
We have
Jared
the exact same
are the
answer.
exact same list so far. So let's
Let's see
bring
what
us into
happens.
number 4.
All
I
right.
think this could shake things up a little
I don't
bit.
think it will.
Okay.
My number 4 is Rogue One.
Crazy, mine too.
My 4 is
Yeah.
also Rogue One.
Yeah.
This is
That's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's
That's
the exact
wild.
same list.
It's a top 5 Star Wars film, no doubt.
I agree.
No doubt.
I thought number 4 was a reasonable spot to put it. I think the second half of Rogue One is arguably the greatest Star Wars we've seen. So in terms of space battle, ships
on
in space,
top of Scarif is insane.
it's phenomenal. I'd say right below it, up to date, was like the greatest thing was Return of the Jedi. Towards the end of the film, the space battle scenes
Oh, yeah,
we've
that's a
got,
great space
it was like top notch. We haven't seen anything until we got Rogue
Rogue
One.
One,
I
yeah.
loved that space.
Well, I would
battle.
also put the beginning of Episode 3 way above.
Fantastic, yeah.
100%.
It's great,
Like-
definitely.
But like in terms of just pure story, the fact that how well it sets up Episode 4,
Yeah.
how
Oh
well
my god.
the,
yeah.
the Darth Vader scene,
That scene
the
just
plot,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
cool.
the entire
Just
movie made to
spread.
put a loophole to solve the loophole, which is why was there a flaw in the Death Star in the begin with.
Mhm.
The fact that they went
Pretty
to that
cool.
lengths to figure out how to fix that plot hole.
Mm-hmm.
And they made an entire movie out of it, and it was fucking spectacular. And the fact that we got Andor season 1 and 2 based off
Oh
of it,
my god, I know.
it's one of the best
Yeah.
Star Wars.
And we weren't
movies
even
of
talking
the year.
about Andor, but
Fuck it,
Andor
dude.
plays such
Andor
a
is
great
such a
actor
good
in
show.
this.
Yes.
Andor's
I
the
love
greatest
Andor.
Star Wars show,
Yeah.
period.
It
He's
is.
the best.
Dude, Andor's
is.
great.
Yes.
You know how the Death Star failed, though, right? You know what Anakin never went back to get from the Rebel Alliance? That made the whole downfall possible?
He was so focused on the other motherfuckers.
R2-D2.
Yeah. He didn't want to
R2-D2 had the info from
Oh,
Anakin
yeah.
before.
He didn't want to go for it.
And he forgot about R2, and R2 was the downfall of the Empire for the
Wow.
wow.
Fuck, that's awesome.
Death Star. Like, that.
That's so
Their
badass,
whole
yeah.
downfall was a droid.
R2.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But yeah, my number 4 has to be Rogue One. I love the ending. I mean, it's just such a good film. Can't put it in the top 3, but it's definitely what I would consider, especially with A New Hope that I right above it, is what I would consider great Star Wars film.
Sure.
I agree.
Ask him what his number 4 is.
Well, let's go, Mike. What do you got number 4?
A New Hope.
A New Hope.
I have
okay.
A New Hope. Yeah, it's the respect
Fair,
for the
yeah,
movie. That's
yeah.
purely what it is. Yeah.
Rogue One.
Okay.
I think specifically because of that one badass Darth Vader scene. I mean, it was
The
red.
fucking
It was
awesome.
scary. Like you
Greatest
were just
Vader
like,
scene.
like you knew it right away.
had a Vader.
Yes,
Not to
yes,
that
but not
level.
like this.
Nuh-uh.
This showed how
Man.
violent.
It was the
Like,
best.
yeah, it was just
I mean, true.
amazing.
It did show how absolute he was. Like,
Yeah.
like his power
No
is just
mercy,
unmatched.
just-
I will give it that.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Jared, you had a Rogue One as well?
Yep.
All right, Nate. Oh, boy.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Dude.
At 4.
Not even in your top 3, huh?
Not even
That's
top 3. That's a, like,
hot
that's
take.
what, like, the definition of what a hot take
Yeah.
is. So
really
I, like,
big-
That's
you,
usually like a number 1 spot.
you
or
have
at
to
least
give
number 2.
Yeah.
like, a reasoning. Give us some
Empire, so
in-depth.
it's my favorite before like the real sequels with Anakin. Like if I had to watch one without Anakin's character in it, like I love the whole Anakin arc in
Oh
Obi-Wan.
my
So if
gosh,
I had to pick one without them in it,
Hmm.
it's The Empire Strikes Back. That is the one I would rather watch out of any other one without them in it.
Wow.
Number 4, huh?
Yeah.
So are you a Star Wars fan or an Anakin fan? Or an Anakin fan?
Yes.
That's the.
Wow.
Good answer.
All right, so we're going to our top 3.
All
My
right.
number 3rd is still what I would consider great, not peak. My top 2 are peak.
Okay.
So for my number 3, I have Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Yep.
I think that's crazy.
Same one.
Return of the Jedi is a fantastic film. I mean, it's great. It is.
It's the finale. It's the finale of
Yeah.
finales.
It is it was the end of Star Wars for decades.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. The celebration scene with the Ewoks, as much as people can hate on the Ewoks,
They're so cute.
that song is
So good.
That's
I love
Star
the
Wars.
Ewoks.
Yeah.
It's
How
great.
can you
I
hate on
love
the
it.
Ewoks?
Exactly.
They're
Right.
fucking awesome.
The whole scene, I mean, with Luke being the one, not him specifically being the one to alter the because it's Anakin, it's Darth Vader that makes that decision, but him being that pivotal role. I love Jabba's palace in the beginning of that film. Return of the Jedi has to be number 3 for me.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint about Return of the Jedi is one, them killing off Boba Fett like that so easily.
Yeah,
True.
That's it.
True.
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah. What do
I
you
had
got, Mike?
Empire Strikes Back as number 3. Yeah, I actually like Return
a
of the
very
Jedi
hot
more than
take.
Empire Strikes Back.
Hey,
Yeah.
my Empire Strikes Back was at 4, so
I do. It just hit me when I was young. That movie.
It does hit in a more
It hits.
spiritual level.
It does.
Than,
And,
just the finale, like it being good.
Yeah.
I that was interchangeable for me 2 and 3.
As a movie, I would say Empire Strikes Back is
Don't
probably
give
a
me that
better
shit.
film. I think for
Don't
me,
give me that shit.
Return of the Jedi, man. Return of the Jedi hits for me, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Return
hot
of the Jedi
take.
is a great
It's
film.
it's a great film. Yeah,
Fucking
it's not peak. It's great.
It is
We're on
great.
3, right?
Yep,
It is
We're on
good.
3.
You're third.
Return of the Jedi. That's what I had.
Return of the
Linda,
Jedi.
We're on the same
Yeah,
wavelength.
yeah, I think so too.
And Jared, I mean, we're neck and neck here.
Yeah,
What do you got, Jared? Number 3.
We know what we have.
Return-
We know what we have.
Yeah, we know yeah. We know yeah.
We are Venom.
Nice.
All right. Nate, what do you got? Number 3.
Attack of the Clones.
Fuck.
Wow.
In your top 3 Star Wars?
Wow.
You're fucking nuts.
No, I'm right.
This is
Oh
crap.
No
my
judgment
God.
here, right?
I'm not nuts. I'm right.
No.
Wow.
You're a sequel lover. Let's
I-
put that.
I
you're-
am. You need
to
I mean,
look
not
at
sequel, prequel. You love
Yes,
prequels.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Prequel lover.
Sequel lover. We wouldn't.
No,
we
no,
wouldn't
we're-
call anybody on this
Prequel.
sequel.
right.
So give me some give me some in depth here. Attack of the Clones number 3. What are you thinking?
Dude, Attack of the Clones, just as a kid, it just absolutely grabbed my... It was the first time we saw the Jedi amass and just like, hey, we're going to go off the code and kind of screw the government, what they say. We're going to do our own thing here,
Wow.
and we're just going to send a army, basically, of Jedi. Like,
Yeah.
when else have we seen that?
It's a good point.
Other than the Clone Wars, them meeting up on the front line. But
One-
still, not
the
that many.
Genosha fight
Still.
is top 10.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Like, that's just, like, as a kid, watching that happen, watching the Jedi show up one by one, the Mace Windu on the balcony, I was just like, oh, there is so much happening. Like, it
It's good.
itched that spot in my brain that I wanted to see in Star
Yeah.
Wars so bad, more than just 3 Jedi at a time.
I see.
Like,
Yeah.
I wanted to see 100 of them all in battle at the same. And when I first watched that movie, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
You know, like I was
get
just
it.
like, it just itched that spot that I was like, that was amazing.
Yes.
You know, and I've even gone as far like watching the freeze frame YouTube videos of it, like identifying all the different like lightsabers being used in the combat forms.
That's
and,
pretty
like,
cool,
all
man.
that.
Yes.
And, like,
Yeah.
they put so much effort into that
Interesting.
fight scene in the arena that you can literally freeze frame it and watching people do taekwondo on fucking droids.
Wow.
I mean, and like the apprentices using double-sided lightsabers, which where's that been?
Wow.
Why haven't we seen
Yeah.
that? Like, there's so much to unwrap just in the battle.
It's a really,
Like,
really
it just-
interesting take.
I think the
man.
battle alone, just
Wow.
that scene, and them on Geonosis, that's just simply what made it top to me.
Fair.
Like, I just
But over the fucking Vader and Luke fight
Okay, well,
of episode 3?
the Vader and Luke fight did
Or
not
episode
have
6 or
Padme
5?
and White.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, he did have.
Let's get into our top 2. These are what I would consider peak films. I mean,
Okay.
ideally, in everyone's head, I thought they should be the top 2 for everyone. I don't think it's
I
going
know
to
what
be
your
either
number
way.
2 is and what your number 1.
I think so. We've had the same list this entire time. I think this is where we differ. I do
I
think
don't
so.
think it is.
My number 2 is Revenge of the Sith.
It is where
Wow.
we differ.
Yeah, I knew it would.
I think I just cried a little bit.
Revenge of the Sith, like I said, is my second favorite Star Wars film. It's phenomenal. It's peak. It is what the pivotal what Star Wars is. I love Revenge of the Sith. On an analytical standpoint, I think Empire Strikes Back is a little bit better. But to give you some in depth here on Revenge of the Sith, Anakin Skywalker is my favorite Star Wars character. And the arc, the tragedy of his downfall, it is my number 2. It's the greatest lightsaber duel in Star Wars.
Literally, the camera, they literally
Yeah.
tell him to slow down.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
They
that's
did.
just
They
did
did slow it
insane.
down.
That
Yeah.
is insane.
Wow.
So I think we could just interchangeably put 2 and 1 here, just because I feel like I have to defend my number 1. So we'll just go 2 and 1 here.
Okay.
So my number 1 is Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
I think that is what Star Wars is. I
Yep.
think that is the definition of Star Wars. I think it's the greatest sequel in movie history. I think it's the greatest sequel of all time. And it is the definition, like I said, I'm reiterating here, just that's what Star Wars means to me. The most quotable Star Wars line is, well, granted, people say, Luke, I am your father, but nerd alert, it's
He doesn't.
no, I
No.
am your father,
Yep.
of course. But that's Star Wars to me. And it's so overrun, and people say, like, people that haven't watched Star Wars, they know that line. But you'd be surprised how many people don't
Yep.
know that Darth Vader
Yep.
is Luke's father.
Mm-hmm.
That is still very prevalent today.
How the hell is no one ever...
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
No,
there are
it's
many
like
people
how-
that
First-time
don't know
watchers
that.
and
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
They have no idea. My sister, dude, she has no clue. It's just
Crazy.
but yeah. So like they're interchangeable. Revenge of the Sith. That is what, like growing up, that was probably my personal favorite Star Wars film. But in terms of what Star Wars means to me today, I have to put Empire Strikes Back. The Empire winning. I mean, they're in control at the end of the film. In terms of Marvel, like I take Infinity War over Endgame any single day because Thanos wins.
Yeah.
When you finish Empire Strikes Back, Luke has one arm. He's hanging from Cloud City. Like
good point.
the Empire is they're at their peak, and whereas Revenge of the Sith. And this isn't a discredit to what Revenge of the Sith gave us, but it's the last puzzle piece. You have a 100-piece puzzle. It's piece 98 and 99 and 100. You're putting the final thing in together. Not saying that it couldn't go wrong. Of course it could have. There were some issues I had with it, but it was the end of the story. Whereas I think we had 1977, A New Hope, which was just Star Wars at the time, and then 1979, Empire Strikes Back, greatest sequel of all time, and it brought the people together. So that has to be my number
It's a
one.
really good take. Really good take. I think I agree with everything you said. I think for personal reasons, I just have 2. Just so happens to be as Return of the Jedi. I believe.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So my 1 and 2.
Great
Because
film.
we're doing 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So my 1 and 2 is Revenge of the Sith, Return of the Jedi, the third movie of each trilogy, the last movie.
Gotcha.
For obvious reasons, Revenge of the Sith is peak cinema in my
It is.
opinion.
It is.
Best lightsaber fight. Enjoy the character arc of Anakin. I think Return of the Jedi, the reason I have it at 2, it's because I think Luke, it was like the culmination of Luke's Jedi training.
Okay.
Everything from the past two movies led up to this movie. I wasn't disappointed with the ending. I liked the Vader taking his mask off. That was really cool.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And in terms of, I think, coming off of a great movie like Empire Strikes Back, I can't say disappointed. I don't think it was a flop after. You know, it's hard to beat
totally.
The Empire Strikes Back. So I think Return of the Jedi held its own
Okay.
by being the follow-up film after, you know, arguably the greatest Star Wars movie.
Gotcha.
But you agree that Revenge of the Sith is the best movie?
That was your favorite?
Yeah, that's my
Revenge
number
of the
one.
Sith? Okay.
Yeah. It always will be.
That's fair.
Number
I
one.
understand it. I'd say, like, to break
Yeah.
it down real
I
quick.
think you only did that because to be different.
No.
I don't think
No.
no. Your
No.
usual number one
Uh-uh.
is Revenge of the
Nope.
Sith.
Empire Strikes Back is my favorite film of all time. Star Wars film. It is. Revenge of the Sith is number 2. I love it. I think the only respectable answers, in my opinion, is Empire, Revenge of the Sith, and A New Hope. If those aren't your top number one, I think that's
you
an
had
issue.
New
Number
Hope
one is A
somewhat
New
way
Hope?
different.
Yeah, because it started. I
You
understand
said
why
Return
people
of the
Yeah.
Jedi
say
was
that.
third.
I see.
Return of the Jedi is my number 3rd. I'm just saying, in terms of like your number one, it should either be A New Hope, Empire, or Revenge of the Sith.
You think New Hope above Return of the Jedi, though?
No, Return of the
Oh,
Jedi
is
is
it?
my favorite. It's my 3rd favorite.
Third favorite.
But
yeah,
I
okay.
can understand
I
and I
see.
can respect people saying A New Hope
A New Hope,
being
yeah,
their
yeah,
favorite
yeah. I
because
see.
it started the
Sure.
saga.
Well, that's why I had it at 4. You know, it's
That's
like,
fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
for that exact
A New
reason.
Hope.
Yeah.
Linda, what do you got at number 2 and 1?
Empire Strikes Back for 2, and Revenge of the Sith for 1.
It's fair.
One-
Totally respectable.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, it was, again, like I said earlier, it's like emotional, and the whole time you're just sitting there like screaming at Anakin.
Yeah.
And then Empire Strikes Back, I mean, that movie, like, people were shitting their pants when they watched that movie,
Mhm.
and I was too, so.
All right. Obviously, I'm the same. I've said that already.
Yeah.
But Empire Strikes Back, we already know why everybody loves and respects it. For Revenge of the Sith, the entire plot of Anakin changing
Mm-hmm.
is by far the best Star Wars cinema to date.
Yes.
Him changing to the dark side, him turning into Darth Vader, that fight with Obi-Wan and Anakin, the fight with Obi-Wan and fucking Grievous, the
Yeah, we had a
scene, the
lot in
scene,
that
the
movie.
scene
Oh, yeah.
with Mace
There was a
Windu,
lot in that
Anakin,
movie.
and Palpatine.
Yeah.
Like Anakin being like knighted as a Sith.
Yoda and Palpatine fighting each
Yoda
other. Like,
and
what a
Palpatine.
fight that
Mhm.
is.
And killing younglings.
Yeah, him
Like
killing
him
yeah,
killing
so much
you-
to unpack.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best movie.
I get it. I respect it.
I respect everything that what is Empire Strikes Back, but Revenge of the Sith is better.
So our entire list was the same except the bottom 2. That's
And
pretty
I
good.
think, and I
Pretty
think
good.
I
They're interchangeable.
they're interchangeable for you.
Yeah. They are.
I think
They
you
are.
only did it for this because
No,
everybody
no,
here
it's
is
seriously my favorite. Empire.
everybody here put Revenge of the Sith.
100%.
I mean, I imagine so. Yeah.
He put Revenge of the Sith.
Give us your bottom 2.
And give him his
Or top
two.
2.
Give him
One
the
is
two.
Revenge of the Sith. 2 is Phantom Menace.
Wow.
Yes.
Nate.
Oh, yes.
Nate.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yes.
What?
Phantom
Hot
Menace
take.
at 2.
Phantom Menace.
And fortunately, and unfortunately,
Oh.
I don't fucking care what anybody else thinks. Not just you guys, anyone. Because my own reasons is you found Anakin, and the guy you could argue that kind of was like Anakin before Anakin, Qui-Gon Jinn. I mean, the guy that was like him found him. You know,
Mhm.
and it makes sense. Like as more movies come out, more lore comes out. Like, of course, Qui-Gon Jinn found him. Who else would? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes so much sense now that we have the full story of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
It makes so much sense for Qui-Gon to find him because he's just like him. Just maybe he follows the code a little more. You know what I mean? So and then you have the whole Anakin, like so young, and he blew up the droid ship. He didn't know what he was doing. Like we right off the bat, you kind of understood who Anakin was going to be before the next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew how strong he was. I mean, just simply like winning that pod race that he's never won. And then all Qui-Gon did was just kind of guide him a little bit. And suddenly he could do all these things. Like, we knew who he was going to be to Star Wars right away. And then just Darth Maul, like my favorite character of all time.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Yeah.
like,
two.
Duel of Fates.
Duel of Fates.
As a
Like,
number
just,
two.
no, I mean, them even fighting on Tatooine.
Number 2 though is
Yeah,
Them
that's
fighting
up.
on-
like, it's
yeah,
good.
That's up
them
there.
fighting on Tatooine, just the return of the Sith. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
think, I
yeah.
think this movie just goes under the radar
It's a hot
as
take.
a
It's
a
top.
really
like,
hot
just,
take.
dude, there's so much information that we get for the rest of the movies. I mean, the Sith come back. They find the Chosen One. The current, rebel of the Jedi dies. Now Obi-Wan, the fucking standard soldier of the Jedi, takes his place. I mean, there's so much happening in
That's
the
shaped
Phantom
Anakin.
Menace.
Yeah.
There's a shift from the old way of the Jedi to the new in this movie. And the Sith come back in it. And they find the Chosen One. And they find Padme. I don't know.
It's a good setup.
There's just...
But number 2?
Number 2.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
It has to be number 2
Ah.
because my number 1 has everybody
Yeah.
in that we find for my number 1.
Yeah.
Your number was the Revenge of the
I see the idea.
So I
Yeah.
have to put Phantom Menace 2 for just my personal list because you meet every single character for my number 1 that I just have loved, for all of Star Wars. And I don't know. I think Padawan Obi-Wan is an also underrated character.
Super cool
He
character.
is such
Good
a
character.
cool
Yeah.
younger.
As a Padawan.
Like,
One of my
man.
favorite video games, Obi-Wan original Xbox.
Oh my god.
Shit, dude.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
so
dude. Oh,
good.
yeah.
I mean, I
So
feel
good.
Like Phantom Menace gives us like how we, the Jedi Order right as Anakin was joining, like how you could kind of feel the shift happening, but then Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan kind of force that shift because they refuse to not train Anakin. They have to train him.
Yeah.
So then you get the whole story arc of, kind of getting Obi-Wan as the father figure right off the bat. As soon as Qui-Gon dies, Obi-Wan kind of jumps
Takes the
into that role
mantle. Yep.
immediately.
Mhm.
There's so much. Yeah, it might not be the most cinematic, like, masterclass, but like, or, the most meaningful lore. But like, when you really look at it, we got the Sith returned. I mean, like I've already said, a Sith returned. We meet Padme. They'll get essentially the reason he falls. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you've learned so much from Phantom Menace.
Separating
that
from
it
his
just-
mom,
Yeah.
there's a lot. Yeah.
So that about wraps
good.
up our ranking of the entire saga.
been
Stick
crazy.
around, we have one more final segment for you guys. And on to our last final segment of the podcast today. We are going to be doing the Kyber crystal trials. So we're going to be finding which Kyber crystal calls to each member of this episode of the podcast. So we're going to go and do it. I have a 4-round questionnaire here that is going to do kind of like a personality exam here to decipher which crystal calls to each member. So I've already actually done mine. I will still state it at the end of each round. But to start us off, we're going to do Mike here. So we have round 1.
Okay.
This is basically core values.
Okay.
So which of these matters the least to you? I want you to eliminate 3.
Okay.
So we have duty, protecting others. Wisdom, understanding. Power, control. Independence, freedom. Balance, responsibility. Mastery over yourself. Survival, adaptability. And leadership, legacy.
Okay. Can I look at them?
Yeah.
Just like.
So I marked
forgot
these
what
off.
the
These were
Okay.
mine originally, but you can feel free all
Okay.
8 of these.
So, I should eliminate 3 of them. You're saying that
Eliminate 3.
matter the least.
It's the least to you.
Okay, I will probably say, out of these, I will say, independence and freedom.
Independence, freedom. So that's
Yeah.
Mike. Okay.
I will say, leadership and legacy. I'll eliminate that,
Okay.
and I'll also eliminate. They're all pretty good. I'm going to eliminate power and control.
Okay. We got 3 eliminated for Mike. For Linda, duty, protecting others. Wisdom, understanding. Power, control. Independence, freedom. Balance, responsibility. Mastery over yourself. Survival, adaptability. Leadership, and legacy.
Power.
Okay.
Independence. And what was that other one? The
Duty, wisdom,
balance.
balance. Okay. Jared?
Repeat him again.
Duty, protecting others. Wisdom, understanding. Power, control. Independence, freedom. Balance, responsibility. Mastery over yourself. Survival, adaptability. And leadership, legacy.
Leadership, legacy. Power and control. What was the third one that was similar?
Duty, wisdom, independence, balance.
I'm gonna go with independence and balance.
Okay.
Wait, what was it? Another one?
Another one would be balance, mastery over yourself, survival.
Alright. We're gonna go with that.
Leo, okay. Nate? You got duty, wisdom, power, independence, balance, mastery over yourself, survival, and leadership.
I would probably say power, leadership, and independence.
Leadership. And
We're looking like a bunch of greens.
I know, right?
See,
Losers, man.
Bunch of greens over here. Bunch of fucking chuds.
so for mine, I eliminated power, I eliminated survival, and I eliminated leadership. So that ends us in the end of round one, the core values. Now we're going to get into round two, the archetype test. So to start this off, Mike, archetype test. So I have to eliminate, so you eliminated power and control. So let me mark that off real quick. You eliminated independence and freedom. And you eliminated leadership and legacy.
Oh, no.
So for the remaining ones we have for you, warrior, front lines, action first. Philosopher, think first, act second. We have guardian, protect people, knowledge. And we have survivor, do what it takes. Select 3 that resonate with you most.
The warrior, the philosopher, and the protecting others.
Protecting others. Okay? Linda, architect type. 3 that resonate with you most. Let me eliminate what you have. You eliminated red. Eliminated this one. And then we have this one out. Okay. So we have warrior, front lines, action first. Philosopher, think first, act second. And we have survivor, do what it takes. Select 3 that resonate with you most.
Warrior. Definitely not philosopher. What were the other ones?
The other ones are going to be leader, others follow you naturally, and survivor, do what it takes. So those will be your other 2 if you go with those 2.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's what we do.
Mike was like, no.
No.
Jared? So you have eliminated
Beta cult
red,
follower.
you've eliminated lone wolf, and you've eliminated leader. So you still have warrior, front lines, action first. Philosopher, think first, act second. Guardian, protect people, knowledge. And survivor, do what it takes. Select 3 that resonate with you most.
The last 3.
Survivor, guardian, and philosopher.
Yep.
Okay. Then Nate's, we can get rid of this one. We can get rid of this one. So Nate, we have for you warrior, philosopher,
Greens.
guardian, or survivor. 3. Pick a 3 of those.
Philosopher for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I'll have to read them one more time.
You also have warrior, front lines, action first. Guardian, protect people, knowledge. And survivor, do what it takes.
Survivor,
And one more.
front lines, warrior.
Warrior.
Yep.
Okay. And then for me, I chose getting rid of Guardian, getting rid of Leader, getting rid of Survivor, and getting rid of Lone Wolf. So I still have Warrior and Philosopher. So Mike, getting into our third round.
All right.
Just to give me a quick second here. We have blue, green, blue.
If that gets caught in her hair.
Oh, it's
you're
over.
dead.
That was the point.
So Mike,
Okay.
I want you to select two of these.
Okay.
Which sounds most like you? I will act. I will understand. I stand watch. Or I master myself.
What's the second one?
I will understand.
Yeah.
One more. You have I will act. I stand watch. And I master myself.
Stand watch.
I stand watch. Okay. Linda. We have give me 1 second here. Linda, we have I will act, I master myself, I will survive, and I will lead. Select two.
One more time.
I will act, I master myself, I will survive, I will lead.
I will lead. And what was the second one?
Second one was I master myself.
That one.
Okay. Jared.
Understand. And I'll stand watch. Same one as mine.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank
That
you.
was an interesting.
Yeah, I
sentence.
know. Normally they're louder. My eyes like pop out.
Nate.
But
I master myself and I stand watch.
Okay, it's getting very
All
interesting.
right.
We're into our final round of the Kyber Crystal Trials.
we all have the same color.
We all.
Yeah.
It's close.
We're all like orange.
Yeah. Some fucking.
So Mike,
Uh-huh.
Jedi Temple Guard.
That's all we're good for.
It's like, you just watch that shit.
so Mike,
Just watch
this is the Kyber choice here.
Okay.
You're standing in front of two Kyber crystals.
Okay.
Both are calling to you, but only one resonates deeper. Which one is calling to you?
Do it.
Is it understanding? Do it. Or is it duty?
Oh. Duty or understanding? That is a
He
good.
said duty.
What is it? What? Did you say
listen to
duty?
him. Don't listen to him.
Dude said duty.
Understanding or duty?
Duty. You mean doo doo? All right. Let me think here.
Imbeciles.
Children.
I'm trying to think here. This is a serious fucking moment.
huge.
This is a huge moment, and they're taking it away from me right now.
Oh.
Whatever.
There?
There.
Oh.
They
Mr.
are.
Phantom Menace number 2.
Dude.
Be quiet. I don't want to hear from you, especially. All right.
Can't make a decision.
Understanding or duty?
I'm not gonna make the decision. The Force is gonna make the decision, Nate.
Yes.
Oh.
Poo
The Force is gonna-
or doo doo.
Ooga or booga?
God.
Duty
Which
or-
Kyber is crawling to you?
Crawling.
Understanding or duty?
Doo doo.
doo doo.
He's gonna say understand.
Oh.
The understanding.
Nice. That was like a
Sometimes
5.
I don't.
That was solid.
I'm gonna go with duty.
Crazy.
I'm gonna go with duty. Why? Because some
just
things
like
are
to
not
do
meant to
things.
be known. I think, and doo doo calls. You know, fuck off. Cut that out, please. Leave this in. We beat women on this pod.
No, we don't.
Oh my
Yes, we
God.
do. Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
no.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Michael.
We beat women.
Michael.
Yes, we do.
Okay, stop talking.
Duty.
Cut.
That's his duty.
Okay, Linda,
Just going
you're
on.
standing in front of two Kyber crystals.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Let it feel.
All right.
Both are calling to you,
Mm-hmm.
but only one resonates deeper.
Okay.
Which one is calling to you? Control or leadership?
Control.
Control.
I don't like not being in control.
That tracks.
He's like, yep, I called that one.
W.
Get up.
Cut that out, please.
Jared, you're standing in front of two Kyber crystals. Both are calling to you, but only one resonates deeper. Which one is calling to you? Understanding or duty?
Duty.
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 Oh my god.
And Mr. Nate.
Yes,
I don't think this part is being bad at the pod. Unless it's in like 3
Chat, say
You're
seconds.
serious.
standing in front of two Kyber crystals. Both are calling to you, but only one resonates deeper.
Is it poo poo?
Which one is calling to you? Control or duty?
Not the two I thought it was gonna be. Ugh.
Oh,
I don't like either of those.
this is a big decision.
control.
Going for. Going with control.
Over duty that I
I
have
like
no
your
choice.
answer. I like it.
Yeah.
Doo doo.
I feel like if I were to pick duty there, I feel like I'm giving up my choice. I'm
Fair.
just
Sometimes there is no
That's
choice.
your, yeah, whatever your personality. So for me, my Kyber crystal that called to me was green, which was wisdom, understanding.
Nice.
For Mike,
I'm gonna live the rest of my life off this, by the way. So
It's gonna
Yeah.
the
be
Kyber crystal that called to Mike
This is determination.
was balance and responsibility,
Mm.
which was yellow.
Oh,
Wow.
hell yeah.
I did not expect that. I did not
Hell yeah.
expect
That's
that.
a great one to get.
Fuck yeah, I'll take yellow.
The Kyber crystal that called to Linda was mastery over yourself, which was purple.
Wow.
Nice.
Damn. This is interesting.
The Kyber crystal that called to Jared was also balance and responsibility, which was yellow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And the Kyber crystal that
Which is
called to
purple.
Nate's
Me too.
was mastery over yourself, purple.
Hell
Wow.
And that concludes our pod of our part 2 of our Jedi Council meeting of our Star Wars main topic. I appreciate you guys for listening. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.